Oh.
Are we live?
Yep.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, thank you everybody for tuning once again into Blades Against Bandwidth. Judge Brendan at your service, and of course the Blades Against Bandwidth crew. Adam's having some toddler issues, so he'll be on in just a little. I guess he's not even a toddler anymore. I guess he's like 5 or 6. I don't know when he's not
a toddler. How does age work?
I don't know. I'm very bad at knowing how old kids are. I have like one level, like, is that a gaming age kid or under gaming age kid? That's the only thing. And of course that's a variable, you know what I'm saying?
There's no under gaming age.
So he's
old enough to not swallow the dice.
Yeah. Stanley's been to more Gen Cons and Gary Cons than a lot of gamers. So
yeah. I see Stanley used to see Stanley, well, except for this year, I see him every year at UConn. Usually my last show of the year. So he's a delightful young child. Well, so tonight we're going to start on a new adventure. It's going to be a little different from some of the other transitional things that we've had. But if everybody is ready to get started, so here's what's happened. All of y'all, plus Septis, who's hanging around someplace, you have retired from adventuring. So let me go ahead and...
About time we did that. This was getting exhausting.
I know, right? It was. It really was. So, yeah. All right, so your party gave up the adventuring life long ago. You're not even sure really how long ago it was, but it was a while ago, and it was the best decision you ever made. You were on your way back from dealing with the Croaking Fane, and you found this little town in the middle of no place. Just this little bit of a hamburger. And you decided better to spend the night there than out in the wilderness. The town had only one inn, the Cozy Cobweb. And luckily they had vacancies, so you were all able to secure rooms for the night. You had like the best meal you've had since you became adventurers, probably even before that. Like maybe one of the best meals of your life there, you know? And it was a hilarious night. There was sing-alongs with the locals, and you guys were all having a laugh. And you guys slept like incredibly well. You woke up refreshed and happy. And over breakfast, which is like another absolutely amazing meal, you spoke with the owner, Miss Alice, about how happy you were here and how sad you were that you were going to have to leave and go along with your journey. And Miss Alice told you all that there was absolutely no reason you had to rush off because she just had a whole bunch of her staff members retire. So she offered you jobs on the spot, and everybody, you guys all accepted. And now you've been working here at the Cozy Cobweb since you're not sure how long it's been, but quite a while, and you spend your days working and your nights socializing with your friends. You've got plenty of time to relax. All of your old weapons and equipment, everything of that is just packed away into the cellar. You don't need them, And rather than the constant travel and danger of your old life, everyone is, spending peaceful time here, just being a part of the Cozy Cobweb. So,
Brendan, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a guest. Adam's here.
Hi, Brendan.
Oh, hey, I had my window card up. Hey, Adam, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Good. Did you hear any of that?
I heard. I assume yes. I heard everything.
Yeah,
right. I didn't miss a note.
Yeah, you guys are all retired. And have taken jobs at the Cozy Cobweb. This is
I got that.
Lovely little inn that you guys found. So let's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have y'all actually roll to see what your specific jobs are here at the Cobweb.
And also, real quick, before we do that, let's just go ahead and introduce our guests to those who are watching. We have Adam Miskevich. This is Adam Miskevich with us. He is from a great podcast called Drink, Spin, Run. He also is one of the co-dudes behind Metal Gods of Hadad, which is a fantastic zine series. So he is one of the foundational third-party DIY DCC RPG people, and we're thrilled to have him on as Septis this week.
I'm thrilled to be here. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
And, Adam's a fantastic gamer, and you okay, buddy?
Stanley, he's here, and he's coughing. But
hello, Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Everybody says hi.
Everybody says hi, Stanley.
Every once in a while, if you listen to those old episodes of DSR, you can hear Stanley in the background.
Baby Stanley, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's much larger now.
How old is Stanley now?
5. He's 5.
5. So I was about right, about 5.
Yeah, a lot of you guys met him when he was like not even a year old, or like, you know, maybe just over a year old. I know like Tim and Haley and Carmen. I don't know if Jeff met him when he was that young, but I know those three did. And
I saw him
probably
at UConn when he was UConn when he was.
Oh
little.
yeah.
When he was a baby,
His
so.
first gaming convention, I think he was no, he was 4 months old. His first gaming convention.
He's making me look bad. He's making me look like an amateur.
You think you've been in this for a minute? Wait.
He's making me feel old.
Nothing wrong with that.
I realized as I turned, like, oh, you can see the gray streaks in the beard as I turned. So maybe we should, yeah, never mind.
And that's a mark of honor. Mark of honor.
Yeah,
You know? We all got them. So
It's a racing stripe.
I already had those because I have like red stripes in my brown beard. It's or no, brown stripes in my red beard. That's what it was, because there's brown here and here, and the beard is red. But
It makes you go faster.
Now I'm 3 tones. Yeah,
I just
exactly.
have skin stripes in my beard, my little patchy spots.
I thought
I'm
you
40
did.
years old and I still can't grow a full beard.
You
and
don't-
I still
I
get
thought you
acne.
It just takes dedication. That's all. Like, you think you can't, you just gotta commit and just say,
All right,
screw
that's it,
shaving,
guys.
not gonna do it.
You
And
heard
then
it.
eventually your beard just gives up and just does it.
Dedicating now. I'm dedicating. You will see a beard at the next.
All right.
I'm
all
in.
right,
Let's do it.
Sketch. All right.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Just
And you
steal
come
your
full
dad's
Reed
beard.
Snyder.
Yeah.
Just steal the whole thing.
I didn't mean to steamroll over the introduction and keep
Oh.
talking while Adam is logging in, but I just had got going and such. But yeah, so the bunch of you have all retired, and we have taken up jobs at the inn. And let me tell you, let me go ahead and have everybody roll. Let's see. I'll start with, Adam. Since you're our first one here, why don't you roll me a D6?
Fantastic. I gladly will. I got a 6.
Okay, so your job at the inn. Hold on. Sorry, I got everything on my windows went nuts when I had to look and see who was actually here and who was actually not. Okay, so your job at the inn, you're one of the servers. So you mostly
Naturally.
yeah, there's a bar area and then there's a seating area. You pretty much you get travelers and you get regulars. So you are bringing taking orders and bringing food in there from outside, from the bar and from the kitchen to everybody else. Haley, go ahead and make your roll. Roll me a die 6.
1.
You are the porter. Okay, so Phoebe is the porter. So your job is to kind of hang out in the front when people show up. You say hi to them. You carry their luggage in, and then you sort of lead them to their places. And it's such a great job. You get to hang out. You're in the fresh air all day. You get to meet all of these really cool people. It's been the coolest. This has been the greatest.
Teaching a lot of shul to everyone who comes.
Yeah, what do you think of it? Absolutely. All right, so while I'm working down, Jeff, give me a roll for Forrester.
I am hoping that arm wrestling champion is somewhere on this
Let me take a look.
table.
You got to roll a 9. No.
Okay, perfect. I rolled a 12. Oh,
On a die 6, dude.
oh, die 6. I rolled a 1.
You are the bartender, so
Do you
just
arm
what-
wrestle everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
anybody who's into it is down for it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so go ahead and roll for wigs, please, Carmen.
4.
Okay, so Carmen, you are actually you work in the stables. You are the stable hand. So when people come up with horses, you're in charge of them. You spend a lot of they offer grooming services. So you have learned how to groom horses since you've been here. You spend a lot of time just with beautiful horses, just combing them and getting them ready. It's like an idyllic job that you have out here where you're just making these horses look pretty, and it's just it's the best. So much fun, so easy, so much free time. It's just great. And that is going to leave Dak. We're only at D6.
4.
All right, Dak, you are the cook. So yeah, just like it sounds. Yeah, you cook all day. You know what I'm saying? And it's been great. Like Miss Alice calls it the cozy kitchen, and you just you're back there all day, and she taught you all the recipes. She taught you everything you know about cooking, and it's You know what I mean? It's breakfast all day and stew. It's amazing. It's so fun and such. So Tim, that's going to leave you for scullery. So you are also in the kitchen. You are kind of like, very often you're doing pots and pans and dishes, run and prep and that kind of thing. But like, and it's been, like I said, it's just been, it's, you know, it's such an easy day. You wake up, you know, you make breakfast. Everybody has coffee. It's a laugh, and it's just been so groovy to be out here doing it with everybody. And like, you know, like you've been doing it so long and gotten so good at it that everyone has kind of like lost track of everything. You know what I mean? Like just every other consideration has gone to the wayside, and you guys are all there, just, you know, hanging out together. You all live in one room with hammocks. Like you all just kind of like this one crazy, like wacky, it's a party room every night. It's been so much fun. You know what I'm saying? So, Carmen, WIggs, on this one day, okay, when we start off, it is a gorgeous day here out there at the Cobweb, and you're out there on the porch and just like, you know, waiting for people to show up. The weather is beautiful. It's blue skies. It's a few wisps of pretty clouds. Temperature is just warm enough. A couple of the townies that you see all the time, the baker and the candle maker's daughter, they pass by and they wave. And you have this great moment that you have when you just appreciate how good your life's become, and you just feel like, you ever have one of those moments where you just feel gratitude just bubble up? You're just like, oh man, I've got it good. Like all that dungeon crawling and adventuring stuff. Why did you even get into it? You know. And just as you're thinking about this man approached you. He's a human. He is shabbily dressed. He's, you know, clearly an older guy. It's seen some hard times, and he kind of like comes kind of shuffling up, and he's like, excuse me, the cozy cobweb. It's been so long. Is Miss Alice still the owner here?
She is.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. You know, many years ago, when I was truly destitute, I came here just begging, and I'm ashamed to say it, but I had nothing. I had made some bad decisions, and Miss Alice gave me a meal and a place to sleep, and it really helped me get on my feet. And I'm so thankful. I'd like to pay her now for what she did for me. Will you give her this coin for me, please?
I will. Did you want your mane braided first, though?
Oh, you're in the stable. I thought you were. Oh, I'm sorry. You're in the stables. I got it wrong. Sorry, I wrote it down wrong.
So I want to braid his mane.
No, he has no mane. So he's actually talking to Phoebe out there on the porch. Phoebe the porter. So sorry about that. So it comes up to you, says the same thing. That has was destitute, got a free meal and a place to stay, and he just asked if you would give this coin to Miss Alice, and let her know how grateful he was.
I think it's best if you give it to her yourself. I think she would love to see your face after all these years.
He's like, I'm just passing through. I have to get back and get back on the road. Thank you, but I would love to. But thank you so much, but I can't.
Alrighty then. I guess I'll praise Shul. I'll take it.
Praise, yes. He
praise
said,
Shul. Praise Shul. Praise Shul.
Shoes, just like you say. And he hands you that coin. Okay. So this happens though. So once you take that coin, okay, suddenly like your perception just swims. You have this moment of this like incredible head rush, you know? And when it passes, like you look around and absolutely everything has changed out here. The building that you're standing in front of is this dilapidated ruin of a building. The porch that you're standing on, it's got like all of these gaps in it, and you can see below you, there's just like human skulls and bones just packed up there, like so much so that it's actually propping up the porch, you know? And the town, this seems to be the only standing building in the town. Like the sky is gray and overcast, and there's this incredibly bad smell that like kind of like that smell that you get when you're in a place with like too many insects, you know? And like wandering across the town, those you look over and like the two townies that you saw a bit ago, like now they are these green shambling horrors, these like long-limbed, you know, sort of like, you know, long torsoed, like just freaks that with almost no mouths. And they're just kind of like, you know, wandering back and forth in this like destitute landscape.
Great.
My favorite part of that description was almost no mouths.
Yeah. Tiny little,
yeah.
tiny little.
Still enough to bite
openings.
you. Don't worry. Wouldn't get rid of that option. Do I see any of my crew?
All right, so well, you pretty much know where everybody is. You know that WIgg is going to be out in the stables. It's rush hour. You know what I'm saying? Like if travelers are going to come by, now is the time. So you know that WIggs is going to be in the stable. You know that Forrest is going to be behind the branch. You know that Anatol and Ernie are going to be in the kitchen. I mean, you know, the last time you went through, everyone was still there, and Septis is probably sitting in the restaurant section when you left him, sitting in the restaurant section because there's only 2 guests in there right now. 2 of the regulars, just these 2 like guys that show up every day, kind of like old retired merchants that live here in town to come and just pretty much drink beer and tell jokes and bust on each other all day long. You know, that's the last that you saw of them. But you look down at yourself and like, you are completely bedraggled. Like your clothes are just in rags. You don't have any of your equipment on you. Like your nails are completely blackened. Your hair has gotten out of control. And you have no idea how long you've been here, you know? But you have this moment of complete disassociation from everything else going on.
Alrighty then. I assume no holy symbol goes with the whole.
No, your holy symbol is not on person. Yeah.
All right. Well, don't love that intro. All right, I guess with a heavy sigh, knowing what's to come, that the adventuring life has called her back, just sigh to her old life and head towards the doors to try and find anyone that she knows.
All right, so you go back inside into the kitchen. So the interior of this place, it's the same thing. The common room smells like death and decay. The room is filthy with black and red smears across the walls and ceiling, dusty cobwebs in every corner. There are a couple of bottles sitting on the floor on the bar, and they all contain a viscous red substance. So the 2 regulars that come in all the time, they're still sitting there at the bar and having a laugh, and they're sitting there in front of Forrester or whatever, and talking. There are a couple of tables here, but all of the tables have like just these gouges all over the outside of them. And there's a few rickety looking chairs. The only light in here, there's one like an old wine bar with like a wine bottle with like a 1 candle jammed into the top of it that's lit up. And that's actually a table where you see Septis sitting there by himself. Septis, you're over there you got some downtime, you're rolling silver, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like, just taking a moment. And you see Phoebe come in from outside, but no guests.
And I'm noticing that everything's suddenly dilapidated and looking like crap. And
everything to you is completely cool.
Okay.
The interior of this place is the whole room smells like breakfast. The 2 regulars, they're always there. They're such cut-ups. They're just there laughing and slapping each other on the back and buying each other drinks and joking over there with Forrester.
Okay. All right. So, I guess I'm just like she looks distraught or something, I suppose, as she walks in and sees this place looking like junk. So I don't think I'm gonna comment on it until she says something to me, you know?
All right, so what are you gonna do, Phoebe?
Do I still have the coin in my hand, or is that gone too? Okay, I'm gonna walk up and slam it down on the table in front of Septis and say, "Do not touch this. What is going on? Where are we?" And just start freaking out.
So is there a glass on this table?
Yeah, there's
put it on top of the coin, like right over the coin, so no one can touch it.
All right. So Phoebe, you see,
and I'm keeping my hand on it.
Septis turns this like glass over and leaves like a ring of what's clearly dried blood sitting there, kind of like all around the outside of it.
It's fine. You can't touch it now. No one can touch it now, right?
I'm just gonna be like, you're not seeing the blood then. Like, no, just me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There is no blood. I mean, there's blood. There's always going to be blood, but shouldn't be visible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Still on the inside.
I should point out that right when you guys got here, Septis had one of his personality changes and hasn't had another one since then. It's like you don't.
Maybe it was anxiety.
You're used to this
induced.
version of me, yeah. Okay.
The personality changes are anxiety induced, and once we entered the relaxing environment, he was fine. All right, so that's when I'm gonna go grab Forrester, interrupt his little chat with the regulars, and grab him by his collar and just drag him over to the table and ask him, "Do you see the blood?"
All right. When you do that, so you, Forrester, you are there. The two regulars are there, just just cutting up and making fun of each other and such, and having a laugh. When Phoebe comes over and grabs you and drags you around the table, the regulars are now watching. Like as you guys go around there, they're watching you guys real carefully. But now the three of you are over there at the table. It is Phoebe's there, Septus is there, and now Forrester, you have been dragged over there. And you don't know what she's talking about with blood. You have no idea what she's talking about. Nothing.
So what's this blood? Where is it?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm gonna explain to them, there's blood on the glass, there's blood everywhere, there's gouge marks in the tables. Do you not see how I look? I have nothing that I had. My holy symbol is gone. There are monsters outside.
All right,
so
Phoebe, come here. No, those days are over. It's okay. It's okay. These things come back in waves sometimes. I know, but we're good. We're safe now. Come on, arm wrestle me. We're good.
So at this point, when the three of you guys are over there talking, and Forrester, giving Phoebe a hug, you see that the two regulars kind of come wandering over. They're smiling really big. So Haley, to Phoebe, they look pretty much like they usually do, but they're a little off. Their mouths are a little bit too wide, and their eyes are a little bit too deep inset. It's almost like there's something inside there that's looking out.
So I think I would say, well, if that's what this place looks like, and you think you look differently, what do I look like?
I'm just gonna calmly, how close are they? Are they like the people that are walking over? Are they like within?
Let's say 20 feet. They kind of walk over and they're like, is everything okay, Miss Phoebe? Do we need to call Miss Alice? You're not having a problem, are you? You're the one having a problem. No, you are.
I'm gonna smile and laugh and be like, oh no, it's fine. Next round's on the house. Go back to your table. Forrest will bring that right back out to you.
Give me a personality check to.
All right. Let me find my D20. All right. 19.
They're like, okay. They're like, all right, everything, sure. And the two of them are convinced that everything is cool, and they sort of like wander back over there to the bar, and you got a 19, so they're over there laughing. But when you look at Forrester and Septus, they both look like you do. They're bedraggled. They're just going. Forrester is up to his elbows in blood streaks, like fresh and old. You know what I'm saying? No one has shaved. No one has showered. Everyone's clothes are in tatters. Nobody has any of their equipment on.
All right. I'm gonna put my hand on top of Septus's on the glass. And say, if you trust me, something is wrong. Forrester, go get wigs. I am gonna go get Ernie and Anatole from the kitchen. We're all gonna be at this table. But if you trust me, just do what I say.
All right.
I'll
go and get wigs.
All right. So Forrester goes out. You head outside. Beautiful day out. Blue skies, lovely. And when you get there, Wiggs is like combing the mane of this beautiful pony and just having putting a braid in it. It's like
Hey Wiggs, Moonsparkle's mane is looking beautiful today.
Thank you.
Horse noise. I can't do horse noise.
So our friend Phoebe seems to think that everything is covered in blood and says I should get you.
Is she feeling okay?
I'm not really sure, but let's go check on her. I'm not really sure what's going on, but everything's covered in blood, I guess.
All right, I'll follow Forrester. I'll bring a rag.
All right, the two of you grab a chamois towel off the grooming table.
ShamWow.
And then Septus, you go back around the bar into the kitchen, and you see that
I have my hand on the jars or the thing. She was going.
Yeah, I was gonna go get them.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. So you go back there, and
I am gonna shift around the table though, so I can keep an eye on those two guys because I saw the look on her face when she said everything was totally fine. So I'm a little worried.
All right, so you shift around so you can keep an eye on them, no problem. The two of them are still over there laughing, but every once in a while, you see that one and then the other will cast a meaningful glance over in your direction. And they kind of put their heads together and they're kind of talking a little bit. Then they go back to just, laughing and, spouting gibberish. And all right, so Phoebe goes around the bar and walks up into the kitchen. And like when you, it's an absolute charnel house back here. Okay, like when you remembered it, like it was this little neat, tidy kitchen. It was always smelled like baking bread and like sausage. And there was this like sampler, like Miss Alice was always working on samplers, and like there's a sampler she did up there that says, "Here at the Cozy Cobweb, we forget to count the days." But now, when you come around there to the kitchen, like I said, it's just like, it's an absolute charnel house. As you make your way around there, you see that so you see that the sampler has been replaced by a whole bunch of faces that have been cut off and like stitched together, this huge big kind of like mural. You see that like where Anatole is back there, like Anatole, you've been back there just scrubbing pots for a while. You see Anatole has just finished drowning someone and has their head underwater. It's like thing of like filthy water, and it's just like cheerfully like, "Hey Phoebe, what are you doing?" Like as you walk back around, and like you see Ernie is over there just butchering this humanoid, just like literally cutting steaks off of him and slapping him on the grill. And like there was like this really neat area that had like spoons and ladles and things, but when you look at it now, there is a knife, a hatchet, a cleaver, everything up there is like, and every one of them looks well used and coated in gore and viscera.
See, but you know the rules. No one from the front of the house can come back here.
Yeah, I
guys,
point at the bell. I look at her sternly because I'm working on my newest creation. I call it ramen. and I point at the bell because she's supposed to ring the bell for if she needs something.
I'm gonna calmly walk to where the knives and hatchets are. Going to pick up a hatchet. I'm gonna stand back. And is the person that Anatole was drowning dead? Like dead?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna calmly say to them, there's an issue out front and we need brute strength and brains. We gotta go take care of something. Just go wait by Septis.
Did you say brains?
Brains are for Anatole, bronze are for Ernie. We just need a little diplomacy out there.
But everyone likes having their ego stroked.
Yeah, I mean, actually, both of them were for both of you. Sorry, that's my bad.
Phoebe, we're right in the middle. This is like lunch rush.
I know. I promise it'll all be okay. Can you get around on the house for the guys at the bar? There's just something going on we just need to take care of. Get them around. Head to Septis. We'll all meet there. There's just something going on I gotta talk to you guys about.
So while we live in paradise right now, the dishwasher is always grumpy. So I will angrily slam my towel down and be like,
"Yeah."
Walk out.
You see Anatole slams down a scalp from some time. Come on now. And then
wet my hands.
Blood. It makes them redder. It's nastier. So.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to answer to.
I will take. Go ahead. Take it out of my paycheck. I will. All right.
All right. So a few minutes later, all of y'all are there around the table. And Septis, you've been keeping your eye on the guys at the bar, and like again, they're still seem to having a laugh. They got a couple more drinks, and now they're drinking them. And
I think I might have like set them up with a bottle.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Here you go.
Sure.
Thanks
for.
I was thinking
cool
we should
here, guys.
closed and she closed and shoo him out.
That could also work, but that might seem suspicious. So I didn't want to do anything without decision. But before I leave the kitchen, can I just grab like a bunch more knives and stuff? Because I know that something is gonna go sideways, and they're gonna need weapons too.
Are you just gonna like carry them out like in your hands, like?
Yeah, any weapon I can really find. I'm just kind of grabbing,
shoving them down your waistband and your pants.
Yeah, I've got everything that I can carry.
All right, so like carrying them out in the open, just like.
I'm gonna. Are the guys at the bar?
Yes. You kind of have to. So there's like a cutaway in the wall there that like the kitchen guys can put plates on to like when food comes up.
I'll grab a couple knives if I see Phoebe grabbing knives too. And I just like use a towel, Phoebe.
Yeah, I'm not.
I just throw it at her. I throw a towel at her.
It's not a towel.
Like everything. I'm just
It's a pancreas.
I'm just gonna say as many knives and weapons as I can conceal on my person.
All right, I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, I'll say you can easily get like 5, various implements of mayhem, and that you can have concealed in your completely grody, bloody already robe and such. You have them sort of like over there.
And since I'm the cook, I'll just come out with my favorite
wander
knife.
out with, yeah, you got your chef knife in hand. All right. So you all y'all meet over there at the table, and so sure enough, Septus, like I said, you've been you said you were keeping an eye on the guys at the bar. Every once in a while they look over from the back, and they've been talking to each other and such, but they're still seem to be laughing and having a good time. So
I guess this is where I take over and explain everything. I'm going to put my hand on the glass and kind of shift it over in front of me, so I have the coin right in front of me with my hand on top of it. I'm going to explain that someone came in, told me to give this to Miss Alice, and the second I touched it, I should have done Detect Evil first. Rookie move. That's my bad. And I'm going to explain that the second it touched my hand, everything changed. The villagers that were walking by, that Jeff and Becky, they're walking by. Not Jeff and Becky. So that all changed. They changed to
not the Baxter.
Yeah, I know. I'm so upset about it. And I'm going to explain what happened and how everything is dilapidated and bloody. And those guys at the bar, this is in the hush tone, I'm going to say their smiles were off. They were bigger than they should be. They were not human. Something is wrong. I don't know how to explain it, but if you trust me from our years of adventuring, then something's wrong.
Well, it sounds to me like this person had it out for Miss Alice, wanted to put a curse on her, and accidentally cursed you instead. So we need to figure out how to get this curse off of you, Phoebe.
Seems logical enough.
Can we see the?
Can
we see the coin?
I mean, it's under a glass, right? So
yeah, can we
probably
look at it?
It's right there. It's in the glass. See, that's a coin.
do we lift the coin up? Or the
No.
glass up?
It's a glass, so they can see it through the glass, right?
When you look at it like this, you see a perfectly it's a sudsy glass that had beer in it at one point, but the coin just looks like a shot, like a brand new, freshly minted sovereign, like it's a gold piece, like right out of the vault and such.
Like I'm trying to figure out, Brendan, is there I'm trying to look to see if there's like a contact poison on it or something,
Sure.
Oh.
Sure. You want to take pick it up, take a look at it?
Well, I don't want to touch it because if there is a contact poison on it, I don't want to,
So just lick it.
Yeah.
No,
But
we're still not eating
it's not
things. I don't care
ingestion
what's
poison.
going on. We're not eating anything. We're past that. I thought we had moved past that.
Suddenly, like you haven't heard Phoebe tell you not to eat anything in a long time. It kind of stirs some memories in y'all. Like, man, I remember those days. But again, it seems so long ago, and you're not sure when it was from. Like with the coin sitting there under the cup, it just looks like a coin under a cup. You can't smell anything but beer. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
I have no reason not to believe Phoebe, and I take a look. I look over. I'm gonna keep an eye on the two dudes.
All right.
But,
when you turn around, they're both staring.
I'm gonna try to cover if they want to go and do some detect magic or whatever, detect evil on something.
I don't think I need to detect evil anymore. I think we're past that phase.
But I'm really curious to see, like, is Phoebe's reality real and ours is fake?
Yeah, that's
gonna mess me up.
When was the last time any of us actually saw Miss Alice?
That's a good question.
She's come down. She hasn't come down in a while. You haven't seen her yet today. You remember at some point yesterday she came around. At some point during every day she just she does like her manager walk. She wanders around. She tells everybody they're doing a great job. You know what I mean? And then you might see her for dinner, but she hangs out in her room and works on her, works a lot on her needlepoint. So it's been a minute.
I'm gonna slide the coin over to Anatol. He's the only person that I'm letting lift the glass, and I'm going to give him very strict instructions not to touch it under any circumstances.
No, I won't. I just want to see if there's a film on it or something, or any kind of like grease.
Gotcha.
Or.
All right. You can give me a poison use roll. D20 has your poison
toad
modifier.
juices or something that might explain hallucination.
I got a 14.
All you smell is beer. You know what I'm saying? You get close enough to sniff it and kind of waft it a little bit. You don't see anything across it except for a few droplets of what is clearly like just sudsy beer that had fallen on it from the cup, and nothing else.
And is there any detail on the coin as far as like you said, the minting, or like is there anything? Is there a stamp on it or anything? Or
it's weird. It looks very generic, actually. Like you don't know that you've paid attention to a coin in a long time, but like this king, like it's like heads up right now, and it's a kind of like a generic outline of a king. You're not sure where this coin came from. When Phoebe looks at it, like it's got blood droplets over it, and Anatol, who's like again completely bedraggled like everybody else there, is kind of like over there sniffing it, but doesn't seem to notice anything, out of the ordinary.
I don't think it's poison if you want to see if it's magical.
Also, as the bartender, I'm probably the one here who's dealt the most with coins recently. Without actually touching it, if I'm looking at it, do I recognize it as coinage that I've seen come across the bar?
No, you haven't. It's weird. It's a weird. But then, like you really, you're having a hard time remembering what the coins that came to the bar. Like your life here is so pleasant. It's almost like a dream. Like sometimes the details get real vague. Like you're not sure how long you've worked here. You're not sure how much you make. It doesn't matter because all your needs are met. You get paid every week, but like you just don't know.
Hence the reality. That sentence alone. You're not sure how long you've worked here. I'm in reality. Now, Phoebe, Ernie's blocking their view a little bit, so she's going to feel a little comfy, brushing off the dust, calling on Shul.
So here's the thing, okay? As you're getting ready to do this, you realize that you haven't actually prayed or cast a spell in a long, long time. You are rusty and you feel unconnected from Shul. So you can make your check, but roll me a D16.
Oh. All right, here's to Shul. Let me find my D16. Everyone pray to Shul while I roll.
If you're watching, some words for Shul. Watching.
I don't know if anyone did anything, but it seemed to work. That is a 15 plus. Do I still get my regular spell check, or am I like?
Still get your regular modifier.
Okay.
Regular modifiers, absolutely.
All right, so that's a dirty 20. I was going to cast Second Sight to see what would happen if I let someone touch the coin.
Gotcha. All right, you cast Second Sight, and you get the feeling that the only chance of ever escaping this predicament that you find yourself in will begin with everybody touching the coin.
All right, so I'm going to do my Phoebe thing, and then I'm going to say, all right, change my mind, glass off, everyone touch the coin.
I don't want to get the curse too. We have to figure out how to get the curse off you.
Oh, nope. And let me go back for 1 second. So Phoebe, now that you've cast that spell and you feel like, you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden you feel, like the power rush back in you for the first time in a long time. You once again feel reconnected with the divine and such. And going forward, you can make checks at a D20.
All right.
I immediately pick up the coin. I reach over and pick it up.
All right, you pick it, Ernie. You pick it up. You had that moment of like that swimming around head thing, and then everything looks like I said. This whole place is this nightmarish abattoir. There's blood stains in the wall. Most of the tables aren't real, and like the tables that are there have got these like claw marks all over them. And now you look over and like
I say, God damn it, I knew it. I check it to Forrester.
All right, Forrester, you catch it, and it's just the same. And now,
wait, does he catch it? Does he want to catch it?
I don't think I do catch it, but I don't jump out of the way. I'm just like, but I think it's gonna like run and like hit me anyways. So I'm gonna be in contact with it, but I will not pick it up.
We're trying to be
you
subtle.
Put your hands away, and it bonks off of
the
you.
biggest commotion ever, all of a sudden.
And like you have, once it touches you, you have that same moment of like, of suddenly realizing that this place that you're in is a house of absolute horrors. There's blood everywhere, and the two regulars who have been hanging out here every day are these like, why are their mouths so big? Why do their eyes look like that? And also, now that the coin is laying there, it doesn't look like a coin at all. It looks like a coin-shaped slug made of lead.
Dang.
And I get that like Anatol and Ernie, who've been stuck in the kitchen or like happy to get out of this, they're like, man, I've been the bartender. I've been having a great time in this fantasy. Like, I'm not 100% sold that I'm not.
You've been the Sam Malone of this whole time, right?
Exactly.
Who doesn't want to be Sam Malone?
Give that up.
Yeah.
And at this point too, like the two regulars wander over and they kind of like look over at you guys.
No, they don't.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna stop
slide
them.
Forrester one of the knives and pull my own.
Yeah.
We're having a staff meeting. You two will have to leave.
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on them, and I immediately like I'll approach and I'll meet them halfway, and I'm saying, you guys, we're having an issue here, and I think you guys should go.
We are having an issue.
And I do have my knife out.
All right.
Casually.
All right. Hey, we don't want to.
Casually.
They're kind of like laughing, and they're like, "We don't want any problems with you." And then the one starts bellowing, Miss Alice, we need you.
I punch him in the face.
All right, let's roll initiative because it is as the
back
kids
to normal.
say. Yeah. Well, not everyone is, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
The coin is now. I'll say it's all sitting on the floor. WIgg has not had contact with it. Anatol has not had contact with it. Septis has not had contact with it.
For those of me who have spellburn, that should all be gone now, right? Since we've been here an
all of your
indeterminate amount of
spellburn
time.
is all gone.
Disapproval's gone?
Burners, yes. Disapproval's gone. All your spellburn is back up to where it had been. Luck's back up to where it had been, but no one has any equipment on them.
Lucky Adam.
The armor. Yeah, you really.
I heard. Haley filled me in. Yeah.
All right, so they're going to go on a 5. So let's start with Haley. What'd you get, Phoebe?
2.
2 for
Which is
Phoebe.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay, and then what'd you get for Septis?
13.
13. Forrester.
I have a 16.
WIggs.
10.
Ernie.
14.
And Monsieur Anatol.
9.
Okay, so all right, so it is Forrester, you can go first. So the you have had this effect. The coin is sitting there ahead of you, like on the ground, where you saw it, and like I said, these everything in here looks like the whole place, the balcony is getting ready to fall down. The place looks terrible. It just looks like and there's monsters in here. The whole place smells like blood and rotted flesh.
I don't know what's real and what's not real, and it's starting to freak me out. So the thing I want to do right now is arm myself. So I'd like to grab the little knife that I used to cut limes, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab like a bottle of liquor and just break it. So I've got a broken bottle in my other hand.
Gotcha.
And now I'm feeling good and strong now that I've got a weapon in both hands.
All right, so you move over to
Guys,
the
you don't
bar.
have a baseball bat back there.
Yep. That bottle clearly had blood in it before this. Like it's all bloody on the interior. That little knife you used to cut lemons is actually a big, nasty serrated jobby that you used to cut. You don't even like to think about what you were using it to cut. But you are now over at the bar, and you have
All the bar fruit is like eyeballs and tongues.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Although that jar of pig's feet, still pig's feet.
But the difference is we also see the pig with no feet over there hobbling around.
Talking about why?
Little bloody stumps.
Why? That's terrible. But that's hilarious. All right. So you are now over at the bar, and you are now armed, and it's Ernie, and then Septis.
All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm with the two dudes, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to. Are they armed?
Nope. They're kind of like heavy set, jolly merchants. They don't seem to have any weapons on them. You've never seen them armed. They're guys like in their retirement age. They're like in their 60s.
But their faces are all like
they're
working
different.
away.
Yeah, their mouths are too wide, and their eyes are like too far back and deep in their heads, and yeah, they look just crazy.
They're gonna have shark teeth.
They-
You know it. When they open those mouths, it's gonna be all shark teeth.
And what was he gonna do to me? Before
The one was yelling for Miss Alice.
All right.
But that's all that you.
Okay, yeah, I try to shut that guy up. I'm gonna grapple him and try to get him by the neck.
All right, give me a grapple check.
Yeah. 13.
Okay, he is going to make I got a 22 on that check. So he is much stronger than you expect. He kind of shoves you away and and starts laughing. Like he's like, oh, this is. And then the two of them are just laughing their heads off.
Oh, we're in trouble.
But he didn't hit you. He just kind of shoved you away from the grapple. So it is Septus and then WIgg. Septus, you see that these two regulars, like Ernie walked over and tried to grab one. The regular pushed away. This is as close to a bar brawl that you have seen since you have worked here.
And that seems crazy because this is a
bar.
bar.
Slamming his glass on the thing and getting ready to stab someone.
So, where's this coin now?
On the floor, a couple feet away from you.
All right. I'm just gonna touch the coin.
All right, so you have to get. You were sitting down at the table.
Yeah.
So you get up. Walk
Probably
over
dive for the coin. Just
Sure,
kind of
you can-
I'll grab it since it was on the floor, and it feels like it's slightly more important than leaving it on the floor.
Gotcha. You jump over, grab it, and your head swims for a moment, and then your perception entirely changes. And like I said, now bloodstained walls, broken tables.
I'm back up to speed. Okay. Does anybody not touch the coin yet?
Yeah.
Throwing it to Wiggs.
Right.
just reflexively, like, oh shit, you need to see this.
Right.
Do I still have a chance to do anything else on my turn? I totally understand if I don't.
Move, grab, and toss.
Got
It's gonna be your go-to.
Can I catch it as a free action?
I would say you catch it as a move action.
Okay. So I have my ShamWow. I was planning on gagging the dude that Ernie is grappling with because, like, I don't know what's going on, but I do trust Ernie, and we need to shut this guy up.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I've grabbed the coin and I'm gagging him.
Okay, you grab the coin, and when you do, like, again, your whole perception like changes, and it's just like this moment of like, whoa. And you look down, and what you have in your hand is actually more like a great big bloody piece of human skin. Just a big old.
But I can still use it as a gag.
You forget.
If anything, it might work better now.
Yeah.
I work with bloody toes. I am not grossed out by this.
No.
It's just slightly less absorbent. All right.
So so we'll say that your move action was to grab the coin. You can do something, but they're actually a little bit of distance away from you. I could say you could use another move action and walk up to them, and then next round you can try to, stuff it in their mouths. All right. Okay. So you walk over, and you are now standing there next to Ernie and the two of these guys at a little confrontation line taking place. Again, the play is just a horror show, and there you go. That is WIgg, and it is Anatol. Anatol, this is getting ready. It looks like it's about to turn into a Donnybrook right there. The regulars are there, and like it's all still pretty and neat and shiny and clean to you, and you're a little shocked at how this is how it's all going.
Yeah, I'm looking back and forth. I don't have anything to murder this guy with, and I'm not sure I would stab him just yet. Anyway, but I want him to shut up. Ernie's grappling him. I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try to grapple him as well.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and get out, and I'll try and like essentially throw a chokehold on him, like try and like really shut him up.
All right, you're gonna go for a grapple with the trying to like put a clamp over his mouth.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and give me a strength check versus my strength check. Oof.
16.
Yeah, he was able to shove Ernie away, but like when you get there too, like you catch him off balance and you get this guy grappled fairly easily. And next round, you can go ahead and do this. He swivels his head around to look you right in the face, and he is like, "I have been waiting for this for so long." All right, so it is actually their turn. So here is what happens. This round, the two of them, each of them reach in and they grab their faces, and then they actually take their skin and rip it right off of themselves, just shred themselves all the way down. Clothes and everything fall away. And what's beneath now, you see, are what look like to you like red-skinned, red-furred, bloody and gore-encrusted like chimpanzees. They have crazy eyes, great big mouths, huge paws, and they're all like ah. And the one that you grappled, they tear all their stuff off as like a move action. The one is.
Now, since I haven't touched the coin yet, Brendan, do I see this still? And it looks.
You know what? To you just see this guy like bowing up for a fight. Is what
all
you
right.
see. Like in your mind, he's like getting ready to, like and like corny, like Marky Queensberry kind of like ha ha, that's monkey style.
Yeah.
Polly Zink. What up? What up? No, but but the rest of y'all see it like that. And from upstairs, you hear Tim Anatol hears Miss Alice from upstairs like, all right, everyone, what's going on down there? The rest of you hear, what's going on?
Probably want to play it cool at first, right? Just say we're horsing around.
Why wouldn't you hear?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, but they're
I was gonna say, should I just play it off like, no, we're fine, just drop the bottle.
Well, they're yelling. I mean, you've got the one, but the other one is yelling, it's the veil, the veil, the veil. And they're all.
It's the name of the beer that I dropped.
You dropped
the veil.
It was the Veil Genuine Draft, and I was really looking forward to that, man.
I dropped it. I'm sorry. What's going on?
Well, it is your turn now. So, are you going to try that? Try to,
I guess. Instead, I'm going to cast Word Command. Now that I'm back in touch with Shul.
Back in touch with the Shul.
I am going to pretend I have my holy symbol, like reach for where it once was.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna reach out to Shul to try and shut this guy up. Ooh, not 18, so 23. I actually have a book this time. We're making progress.
Look at you.
Yeah, if I can find it in my book. Word Command, there we go. All right. On a 23, cleric can speak a word at a target within 60 feet. He may combine the word with a gesture that clarifies intent. For example, attack or go with a pointed finger. If the creature fails its save, it must obey the command for a number of turns equal to 1d6 plus caster level.
All right, cool. So here comes my saving throw. That landed in my dice pile and they messed up. No, cannot do it. All right. So what is the command that you will give to? This is not the one that Tim's grappling. Anatol's grappling. It's the other one, the yellow one.
The one that's still screaming.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to do the classic friends, and I'm going to go quiet.
Quiet. All right. he gets completely silent. And would you roll me a die 6 for how many turns?
Mm-hmm. So
doesn't whisper it.
It's going to be 8 turns.
Alice. Miss Alice.
He's just pointing. So we'll pick you up. All right. So that's awesome. So what's the top of the order, y'all? It is a Mr. Trocchio. Trocchio's been very freaked out. A lot of things got moved around in the house this weekend, so Trocchio's been very nervous. But here he is. Forrester, it is your turn. Gentle.
So right now, Anatol is the only one who hasn't touched the coin, right?
That's correct.
So I'm looking at Anatol. Does Anatol look freaked out? Anatol, are you looking pretty freaked out right now?
I mean, I'm still freaked out because, like I said, this guy kind of faced me, even though I had him in like a chokehold.
Right?
So yeah, I'm freaked out.
Yeah, he's kind of got his hands up, like you've got him in the chokehold, but he's like, getting ready to,
Okay, so I'm starting to think that as much as it sucks, maybe the bartender reality wasn't real. So I'm going to go ahead and so right now you've got him in a chokehold.
Yeah, for the time being.
And what's he doing? He's just trying to like punch him behind from like he's just doing that.
You know what? All he did on his, from your perception, after Anatol grabbed him, he just grabbed his skin and ripped his skin off. And now he's standing there. He's this completely clotted with blood, red-furred, red-skinned chimpanzee with huge teeth and great big, savage-looking paws. And he's just kind of like, he hasn't had a chance to do anything other than talk crap and grab his,
All right.
Grab his I'm just gonna family show.
What now?
You said he hasn't had time to do anything but grab his so.
Grab his flesh, grab his skin and rip it off there.
That as well.
Yeah.
Just as bad.
Lay off that flesh there, folks watching at home. So.
I suggest you kill him.
I'm not quite where I'm ready to murder these things yet, or these people yet, because I'm still not exactly sure exactly what's going on, but I'm starting to sense that this is a threat and I want to silence it. So I'm just going to walk up to the chimpanzee that just ripped off its face that he's got in the chokehold and just I just want to knock him out. And my goal is to just knock him out cold.
All right. Go ahead and you can take a hit, and I will say him being grappled, you can go ahead and roll since you're only going for one attack, right? Only one fist?
Only one, yeah.
Roll me a d24 and add all your modifiers for your really strong arm.
Yeah.
It'll be a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit. So go ahead and roll me. This is going to be subdual damage. So go ahead and roll me subdual.
Is that a D3 plus strength modifier?
D3 plus strength mod, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I only rolled a 1, so it'll be a 4. 4 points of damage.
Yeah, it wasn't your best shot, but I mean, when a guy with an 18 strength whops you in the face, you know what I'm saying? He has to take that real seriously. But he is still, he kind of rocks back. He clearly injured him, but he's still he's into it. You know what I mean? He's excited about this rather than being dismayed that you hit him. He's he's all about it. So it is going to be Ernie.
Ernie.
My handwriting, goodness gracious.
I'm going to try to put this guy in a chokehold too, the one that's been silent.
Silent guy, chokehold. All right.
Yeah,
you can go ahead and give me a strength check, but
yeah. Just a strength check. I don't get my deed.
No, add your D die for you.
Okay, yeah. Because I should know some moves. Oh yeah. 21.
We're not the game where you need to have a feat to know how to box. We're the other game.
21.
So 21. I love that other game though, with my heart. 21 is going to absolutely hit. So give me a D3 plus your strength check plus whatever you got in your D die.
7.
All right. Oh, I forgot you grabbed him. So I will just. Oh, you got him. I got to beat your ground. 21. Yeah, he can't do that. So you got him in a chokehold.
Could I put some of that as subdual damage then? Can I put half of that as subdual damage?
I'll say yeah. You start putting some choke on him.
Because I'm trying to put him in a sleeper. I want to knock him out. I rolled a 5 on my D die, by the way.
All right. Okay, so next round, call the sleeper. That's its own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It'll be I know how that works. That's the carotid artery. That's terrible. All right. So Septus, it is your turn. Things have gone very pear-shaped here at your former employer's, former nice place.
Yeah, it's time to cast a spell here for me. I think we need to cast some sleep. But as I understand, that means I need to roll for Mercurial Magic separate.
That's exactly correct. So
that makes perfect sense. It's as if I've done this a billion times before. So let's see. I got a 23, and I have a -1 luck modifier right now.
It's a 13. So slow cast. The spell requires twice normal time to cast.
Yuck.
So it'll be a full round action, and it'll go off on your next round. So what are you going to try to cast?
Sleep.
All right, so on your next round will begin with your sleep spell going off, and you'll still have an action.
Okay.
All right, but you're no, it's like
I think it actually is slow. Starts off normal speed.
I love it. All right, so you start casting your spell, and we'll roll on the beginning of your next round for your actual check.
Rock.
All right, so it is WIggs and then Anatoly. So, WIggs, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was gonna gag him. Yeah, but he's already silenced, right? Or quieted.
The one is silenced. The other one hasn't really been yelling. Only the one's been yelling. So, yeah.
Okay. Could it be assumed? Could it be assumed that I have my stable boy tools with me?
What do you have in mind in particular?
Curry comb, hoof pick.
You know what? We didn't say. You didn't say. So I'll give you a luck check for it. D20, roll low under your luck, and
I rolled a 12 under 18.
Okay, so you thought you had like your nice little the comb that you brush horses out with, this lovely curry comb, but what you actually have is a stick wrapped in barbed wire, completely clotted with gore and blood.
What is my hoof pick actually?
You're gonna have to go back and take a look at it, like see what you brought the comb with you. So if you have to actually go back to the stables and see what your hoof
No,
pick
no,
looks like.
I'll pass. I guess I'll just wallop him with my barbed wire stick.
There you go. Barbed wire sticks $1 $1.4, and since they're both grappling, are you going to go for the one that is grappling with Anatol or the one that Chef Ernie has?
Which one isn't? Oh, I have no idea.
Ernie has the one that had the spell cast on him.
Okay, I'll go for the one on Anatole then.
All right, cool. If you miss, then there's a 50% chance you're going to hit Anatol because he's in a grapple. So go ahead and give me that check. Spiky, fisty thingy.
Dirty 20.
That's no miss. Yeah, that's going to do 1d4 plus your strength mod if you have one.
4 points of damage.
Wow. Yeah, that's terrible for him. So that is going to actually be that you rip him with that pretty good. He is still up, but he's like you definitely ripped him with that thing across the chest. He's got blood coming out of him and such. He still seems into it though. He still is like excited rather than like most guys in a battle. No, we don't. We do not bite our kitties. No.
But he is corn.
He's so awesome.
Is that Hugh?
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, that's you.
Man, if I did that with Trokio, I would lose an ear.
You keep losing your. Oh.
If I did that with my cat, my arm would break. He's so heavy.
All right. All right. So that being the case, such as WIgg. That was WIggs is Anatol. Anatol, you had this guy caught up in your grapple. He did not try to break out of your grapple last time, but he might this time.
All right, I'm going to look. Is there anything within reach that I can grab to assault this person with?
Why don't you give me a luck check? Do you roll under your luck, and I'll give you a thing you can grab.
It's not going to be hard right now if I'm at full luck. Yeah, I made it by 13.
All right, you know what? I will say that when Phoebe cast the spell last time, all the weapons she had hidden up under her gear kind of fell out and like rolled over to you as a cleaver, like a proper nasty cleaver.
All right, I will.
And you can grab that up this round and attack with it.
I will do that.
All right, yeah, go ahead and give me. So you're gonna release the grapple, grab this thing, and hit him with it.
Yeah, if I have to release it in order to grab it, I will.
Yeah.
Is it a D4 or a D6 cleaver?
It's going to be D4. All of these found weapons so far are all in the D4 range.
All right, I got a 12 to hit, and if that hits, I did 4 points of damage.
That is not going to hit.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to spend any luck right now.
All right, bet. All right, so this round, it is their turn. So you let go of that one, and it is going to, like, who else? I might go, you know what, I'm going to roll here. No, you know what, WIggs, you hit him in the face with a barbed wire thingy. Not pleased. So it reaches out and is going to try to grab you with its great big nasty claw. And it is going to get a 23, and you are armorless, and so it's going to definitely hit you. So you're
rude.
All right. You're going to take 6 points of damage from that, and also, please, if you can give me I need a save and throw. Hold on. DC 12 Fortitude save.
5.
Okay, so
6.
Yeah. So what happens is it actually grabs you and like rips a strip of skin off of your arm. It's like like waving it around. It's a painful, debilitating wound, and you are going to have a -1 on attack rolls and arcane spell checks until that gets healed. All right. So the other one is, however, grappled. It is going to try to break out. So go ahead for Ernie. Give me another grapple check. So for you, that's going to be a D20 plus your D die plus your strength mod versus its whatever. And I got a 15. So
I rolled poorly.
In this incredible chimpanzee move, he kind of like climbs up your body, flips over, and is like, like sort of like gets out of your grapple by going out from under it, and just like lands over there behind you. But that's what he can do this round. And he's like trying to yell at you clearly, but he can't. So he's like, but he's the power shul. You know what I'm saying? So and then from upstairs, you hear a door slam. So there's a balcony that runs all the way around the interior of the bar, and like off of the balcony is the hallway that takes back to where the guest rooms are, and including where Miss Alice's room is and the room where y'all stay in. So she's got a room, you've got a room, and then there are 4 other rooms that are up there, and you hear something slamming around and moving up there and like clinking about. Clink, 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 clink. So there you go. Oh, you haven't touched the coin yet, Antil, have you? That cleaver that you got, it's actually a big old slotted spoon.
Oh, okay. No wonder why I missed with it.
Yeah. No one. Who fights with the spoon? All right. So that is going to be. That's all of them. So it's Phoebe.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I can convince Miss Alice that everything's fine, but I think we're a little past that. Maybe.
Might slow her down. I would try.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and since I don't have like I have word of command and a high personality, so I think I'm just gonna have to go with that and try and combine those to be convincing. Here goes nothing. Nat 20.
All right, so you yell up there. Man, that's actually really good. What's that get you a total of?
So with my personality bonus, it's a 22. But if I'm doing spell checks, then it's a little higher.
So what do you actually yell up there in incredibly persuasive?
I'm gonna say, sorry, Miss Alice, we don't want to bother you. We're fine down here. I just dropped a bottle, and Forrester cut his hand. We're all good.
All right. So I got to say, you sell that amazingly well. That banging around you hear up there, stop. So that is indeed going to buy you guys around. So well done. That was a really good move. And
you should have the Han Solo. Yeah, we're fine. How are you?
That's what I thought she was going to do. Yeah.
On a failed check, I would have said that one. Yeah. So, all right. So So the fight is going to indeed continue, but you have brought everybody around with your quick thinking action. So Forrester, it's your turn. You got there with your slotted spoon. This fight has taken a very strange turn. The one that Ernie had grappled up, got out with this amazing, a move that you never would have expected that a 50-year-old retired merchant could have ever pulled off. You know what I mean? He's like a big beery guy, and he just flipped right over to the other side of Ernie.
Oh, this guy didn't tear out into a monkey?
No, I'm still seeing him as an old dude.
They both did, but Anatol hasn't touched the coin yet, so he's still. No, they're both monkeys, and one of them just ripped a piece off of WIgg and is waving around like ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Like you do.
I'll get to that later. Wait.
Yeah, that's gotcha. All right. So so that's what you see. It's almost surreal, like how the pandemonium that it's come down to right now. Was your turn?
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Anatol's turn.
My turn again?
Isn't it? Okay.
Sorry,
no, Forrester went. Okay, did it backwards. It is Forrester and then Ernie. So Forrester, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Nobody messes with my wigs.
There you go.
I'm gonna grab that knife and that broken bottle, and I'm gonna go murder Hobbit.
Hobbit. It's been a long time. It feels good to get back to your man slaying roots. Go ahead and you can give me 2 attacks, D16s.
Okay, so that is going to be a 13 and a 10.
All right. Neither of those hit. That 13 is pretty close, though.
Oh, is it? I'd like to spend a luck point to make that a
Spend you
15.
luck point. Yep, there you go. 15 is going to do it. So you can go ahead and give me your damage on that.
What is my damage with the knife and the broken bottle?
Knife is going to be, they're both going to be a D4. And I'm going to rule, if you crit with that broken bottle, it'll probably break, depending on how the crit result comes down. You know what I'm saying? It'll, broken bottle only goes so many times until you just got, a piece too small in your hand to do anything with.
All right, 5 points of damage. I'll spend another luck and make that 7 points of damage.
There you go. Yeah, that's a big hit there. And you rip it, and for the first time, it looks a little bit like not so into this fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? This one's now taking some damage. That's awesome. So Ernie, it is your turn. Ernie, the one that you were grappling has got itself free. What are you gonna do?
All right. Oh, it's been a long time, and I start twirling the knife like I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go for damage.
All right.
Wait, D4. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack him. I just want to do damage. Wait, actually, wait. I take a second. What? So am I just a decrepit guy?
Yeah. When you look down at yourself, yeah, you're looking, just terrible.
Do I like? I'm not wearing like my chef's outfit anymore. I'm wearing like
no, you're wearing
adventuring
complete
gear.
Rags. No, you're wearing just rags. You have no.
Oh, so I'm not wearing
weapons.
my old adventuring gear that turned into rags.
No.
Okay, so
It's like they gave you uniforms here. Like you got a bloody apron on and just slops.
Okay. It's like
yeah, none of your regular stuff.
All right, I'm gonna attack this dude. Do straight up damage. Oh, pretty good. I got 22.
22 is going to absolutely hit. Wow.
Oh, and 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. This is to that same one you were fighting last time.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
one I'm fighting.
Yeah, so it's now at that same point where it looks bad for the first time. You've clearly done a big hit on it now, and it kind of staggers back, and it can't even hit you, but it kind of it's makes faces motions like it's going to scream.
That's his angry face.
Yeah, monkey face.
Show all the
Not your
teeth,
face.
right?
Screen grab that.
Yeah, no sharp teeth though. No sharp teeth. So at least you got that going for you. I didn't get that one. So, all right. But you stab it. You have done some damage. It is Septus and then WIggs.
Awesome. Time for my spell.
All right. What are you going to go? Okay. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. You are rusty. You don't know when the last time you practiced your spells were. You don't like your spell book is in the basement. Like the last time you saw it. So you can go ahead and roll me a D16 and add your spell check on there.
Okay, here we go. Not burning anything.
You got to call for it.
Yeah, I did not need to. I rolled a 15, which makes the result a 20. Up to 4 targets must save or fall into a normal sleep for D6 hours, or 1 target can be placed in supernatural sleep for D4 hours. Let's just get these 2 guys, both of them, with the normal sleep.
You got it. All right. So at this point, that D16 thing drops away. Like you feel the power restored in you, and you feel once again ready to blow some stuff up with your incredible magic.
Sure.
So, okay. So here comes. This is the one that the one that hurt WIggs rolls first. Is going to fail. Fails that spell check. It's going to fall asleep. The other one is going to
Also fail. It's okay. I know.
I'm going to roll. I have not rolled yet.
I know, but I'm just telling you how it's going to go.
Ooh, what'd you get total?
20.
Oh, close. Falls asleep.
See? Just trust me. I know what's going on.
I like to imagine we all had a moment where we just kind of paused for a second, like, oh, we're back.
Yeah. Looking
And these
around,
forests were like,
Yeah, magic.
following
Why the
Murder Hobbit.
fuck was I taking people's drink orders this whole time?
yeah,
It
you
just
can't
goes
even,
slow motion.
yeah, you have this moment of like, why the hell would I retire? I'm like 20. Like all of you, you haven't been doing this that long.
And I haven't made that much money either.
Yeah, like you're not like rich. I mean, you guys got cash, but you're not. Well, are you rich? Where's your stuff? Here is what happens. We're technically out of combat rounds. These things are both there, laying on the ground, asleep this round. That banging around has resumed from upstairs. Although you have essentially one round until we roll initiative again. You can hear something coming, but everyone's got one round to do something.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Well, during that round, I'm not sure how this happens, but I see Forrester Longbranch walk over with this knife in his hand, and it's almost as though old bartender Forrester's not even here anymore, and I just slice the throat open of one of those two who's sleeping.
All right.
You just grass him?
Yeah, you can. Anyone with a knife can coup de grace a sleeping guy in one round.
Who has the coin? I need to see what's going
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say. I think it's time Anna tells all the truth.
WIgg has the coin.
I will hand it to Anatole and say,
Anatole.
hey, all of our stuff is in the basement, right? We should get that.
Yeah. So Anatole, you take that coin, and your perception just swims for a moment. The whole world grays out, and when it comes back, yeah, it's a charnel house. The two regulars with these like horrifying looking dead monkey guys. You snap out of it just in time to see Forrester slitting the throat of a red-skinned, bloody, monkey.
I'm glad I saw. I'm glad I did this when I did, and it didn't just watch you murder Bill, and instead watch you. Okay. Now,
How long were they going to be asleep for? Septus?
Well, it would have been rounds, but
all right.
They're dead now. They're in the big
Okay,
sleep.
so I'll kill the other one.
I mean, aside from newfound perspective, do we have memories now of like how we got here and what's been going on and where our stuff
Any
is?
of the horrors we've witnessed upon the bodies of these people in the back room that got drowned and cut apart?
Yeah, you kind of have vague memories of like it's very confusing. You now see that those memories were probably false. You remember leaving the Croaking Fane and like heading back north and like, and then it gets really, really, really fuzzy, but like you still have those memories of finding this cute little town and getting your jobs, but it all kind of runs together. And you have no idea why you would have done any of those things. Like it all seems to be running, opposite of what your nature was.
Are there any like not table legs, but like little pieces of wood or something that were like broken in the fires because this place is dilapidated and horrible?
Yeah, I can say you can find a piece of wood, sure.
All right, Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe's gonna grab like a little piece of wood and then hop behind the bar to hide and start carving a holy symbol.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so you jump behind there in order to carve a quick holy symbol. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what everyone does this round. I think killed a guy, handed things. All right. So yeah, so a round later, coming up from the top, here is there is the hallway that leads to your like I said, the guest rooms and where y'all stay. Okay. And out comes this creature, coming down that way. Like it's like Miss Alice had been this nice kind of like grandma lady with beautiful golden curls.
Betty White.
Yeah, Betty White, but like maybe even like bulkier than that. Like like someone really loves to bake and eat cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who clearly but now what you see is this horror. Okay, when you see him, this is what he looks like. He is so the creature is now wearing a human. The humanoid that comes out is clearly wearing a human skin mask. Okay, that looks kind of like Miss Alice did, and has these with the mask has like attached baby doll curls on the top of it. Okay, wearing a blood spattered apron, butchered slops, high hard boots, and then you can see as it comes to the edge of the balcony and looks down on all of you, and you can see that like between its eyes it has a bleeding cut. The cut goes through its mask, through its skin, and is like bleeding down twin things of blood down the side of its nose. And in its one hand, it's got a huge, big, long, 15-foot long chain. Comes out there and sees you and starts to swing it around from you guys. So it's up on the balcony, okay, and is looking down at you guys and swinging this thing around. So let's go ahead and give me an initiative.
Damn it.
Didn't sound good, so we'll start with you. What did you get for Ernie?
14.
Oh,
Not the worst, but I still want to go sooner than later.
I was
heard
gonna
that.
say if that's bad.
Ooh, what'd you get? For
12.
Phoebe. 12 Phoebe.
Welcome to my 6.
Oof. It's Receptus.
We just saved the best for last. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, Wiggs, how'd you do?
19.
Look at that.
Ooh.
All right, and Anton?
4.
Oof.
Oh,
So we
Sorry,
really did
Septus.
save the best for last.
yes.
Sorry, Septus, hate to break it to you.
2, 4, 5. And I'm not Forrester. I need Forrester.
I'm hanging out with the cool kids at 6.
Look at you.
Ooh.
I figure out who goes before
The
Septus
beard
or
crew down here, or all the guys have beards. Never mind. Screw this.
I'm working on mine, okay?
Here's what-
Today just started today. We got high hopes. We're gonna,
Yeah.
you know.
Adam, I'm pretty sure
Oh.
Septus's agility is less than 14, right?
Not anymore. He's got back all of his spell burn. His it's actually quite high. It's 16.
Oh, okay. Septus goes before
Forrester.
little Forrester.
Well, let's get there first.
Okay, so Miss Alice, or whatever that is, got a 16. So it's going to go Wiggs, Miss Alice, Ernie, Phoebe, Septus, Forrester, and then Anatol, bringing up the rear. So Wiggs, you are going first. And this, like I said, this creature is standing there on the edge of the balcony, looking down at all y'all, and you know, human skin mask, curls, giant big chain with a hook on it.
I'd like to cast color spray that requires blood magic. Can I use the bodies of the dudes that are still oozing blood for that?
Yeah, you just have to have blood to do it with.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They're right there. So I'll say that you can move to one of them and get blood this round and cast your spell in one go.
Okay.
Also, when you're on the go, we have bottles of blood lining the counter,
Yeah.
apparently.
Weirdly, blood
That
is one of
is-
those things that you're good. Oh my goodness.
Everywhere. 18. 3 targets within range. Each target must make 2 will saves or be affected.
Okay, so what's the actual number?
18.
Okay, 18. It is going to make the first one, and I got a 20 on my second one. It's going to make both saving throws. You might roll higher. You know what? Since you failed both saving throws, we'll retcon it a bit. You really should have rolled a d16 for your first spell.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and roll that because you might lose it or other stuff. So give me that d16 check, but add your numbers. You might roll higher. I think.
Go ahead and re-roll it, because things could go worse.
Yes. They went worse.
All right.
Wait, no, same with my, yeah.
It's
okay.
the same. Okay. So yeah. But at this point, now that you've cast a spell successfully, you feel the old power come back, and you're back in form. You don't know where your spell book is or any of your fingers, and that's going to be a thing to keep in mind. But
for those of us just starting to watch with us tonight, Brendan does not mean Wiggs' actual fingers. He means her basket of fingers.
I think I've got one of those too.
The 70 fingers she keeps with
Twinsies.
her.
I have 7 fingers. It says on my character sheet that there are 7 fingers, and I don't know if that's on the hands
I
or
gave them to
separate.
you last adventure.
yeah, in the last adventure,
They're safe.
Yeah, you briefly, that was your mercurial thing. Briefly, you had the same mercurial effect for one of your spells as Wiggs does, where you had to throw fingers to make it work. And she led you some. So those are like loner fingers, but that's okay.
Team bonding. Team
I
bonding.
mean,
right
they're good for
there.
snacking too. It's very high protein.
Elves are weird.
All right, so it is her turn. So Miss Alice is going to leap down from the balcony there, landing hard, and you think taking some damage from that.
Superhero land.
Yeah, like way worse.
Superhero
first.
landing.
Yeah.
It's hard on the knees.
Wow. And then is going to, you know what? I'm going to roll randomly because I don't know who. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I was hiding behind the bar, if that makes sense.
I'm going to roll randomly, and everybody but
Okay.
TV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a wrong die.
Sorry, guys. Had to point out that I was a coward.
Oh No, you're making a
Oh,
whole
you're
I get it.
preparing.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I get it. It's a good move. All right, so here goes. Oh, wow. 2. What's up, Bernie? This worked out real nice as far as how it could have gone, So she is going to leap down with her chain and try to get you with her thing. And for her D die, she is going to try to use the hook to rip your throat out.
Monsters don't get D dies.
Let me check my notes.
Did you hear that?
Let me check my notes. They do.
I mean, I hear the words, but clearly,
Like, whoever wrote this crazy adventure seemed to give them one.
Whoever, I don't know what kind of.
If only Dak had been the editor for this adventure, he might have been able to save his character.
That'd be so funny. Like just slinger verse, and I'll be just sitting there. Thanks. All right, so all right, so here comes with that attack. So well, that was garbage. You know what? I may as well have said I'll just try to use it to swing around, make a helicopter, and fly off into the air with the numbers I got. Lands badly and tries to like fling that hook out. Clearly was coming at your neck, but like misses you by inches. You don't even have to move that much out of the way. And now she is down there on the same level as all of you. It is Ernie. It's actually your attack. So you're about like, she landed within 5 feet of you. That thing's got like a long reach. That chain that she uses. But
I'm gonna try to use my mighty deed and somehow get that chain, rip that chain out of her hands.
Disarm. Yeah, you're gonna go try to snatch it up.
It's like snatch it and rip it out of her hands.
Let's see you do it.
Possible. Let's see.
So here's what we're gonna do before you roll. If you get a 3, we're getting into a strength versus strength check. If you get a 4, you can automatically have it.
All right. Hell yeah, I got a 5.
Nice.
So my total is 19.
What's
19 to hit?
Total of 19. Yep, that's gonna hit. All right, you have snatched that chain out, and you got a 5. I will say that you have ripped it so roughly you can do 1 to 2 points of damage as it. You know what I'm saying? It like rips her hands as you rip it away so painfully.
So what? You want me to roll damage?
1 to 2 points of damage. One to just flip a coin.
2.
2. Yep. Cool. All right.
Okay. Cool. I laugh at her. It's like, oh.
Nice.
Get something?
All right.
I'm not very good at making witty lines, and neither is my character.
You feel naked without your hat. It's throwing your whole game off of.
Well, I just took her chain.
Where does he wear this hat?
Sorry. Mostly in dungeons, but anywhere really. All right, so there you go. One second here. Let's take a look. All right, cool. All right, there you go. All right, so yeah, that was it. It is Phoebe. So Phoebe, you are back behind there. You have spent this round doing a very crude holy symbol out of a piece of wood. Here's what I'll say. I'll say you can either have a very crude one this round, or next round have one that everyone's going to know. It's, it won't be. It's not going to win you a prize, but everyone will know it is a holy symbol of Shul.
Shul. I'm gonna take the crude one, and it might not be the best, but it's better than nothing. And I'm gonna try and turn unholy because this is sure as heck unholy.
Oh yeah, big time. Capital U, capital H. All right, so you pop up from behind the bar, and call down the power of Shul. Go ahead and make me your turn check there, my friend.
Yeah, that's a 15. Oof. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. So I will go ahead and say you got a 15.
I could always. My luck is back up to 11.
Yeah, I'm going to say that just to even have a chance, you're looking at a very, very, very high number. Big number.
So like I can't get there. Got it.
Like let's just say between friends, you need to score a 28 to have a chance.
Okay, thank you.
Jeez, good thing we're friends, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? y'all beat every dungeon down y'all come to with like whatever. I'm glad to give you guys something y'all got to chew on for a second. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
I can't
Y'all
just
killed
turn
my
it holy
big-
and have the giant frog.
Have the
leave.
frog just like half my frog dungeon just hop on out of there. Which I realize even as I say that it's what they're made for. But all right. There you go. And that is going to be Septus and then Forrester.
Oh shit, that's me.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I thought you were like considering something real.
Thinking. So many actions.
I did that
I thought you
already.
were going for the
Yeah, it's
dramatic
time to roll
pause.
for some completely different mercurial magic because I got to cast a completely different spell now, and let's find out what happens. Even better than last time. I got a 19, and my luck mod is -1. So,
Wow.
so that's a 9, which
It's
is
an anima drain. You suffer corruption every time you cast the spell unless you spell burn.
no, not spell burning. This is great. Okay,
Do you love corruption?
fantastic.
Because I love
Who
corruption.
doesn't love
doesn't?
corruption?
Yes.
Oh man, so Metal God story real
Give
quick.
me them boils.
We got really mad at Doug once because he on the I think it's on the back of Metal Gods number 2. There's a picture of formerly Ian, who's Gabriel Perez Gachardi's character in the Metal Gods campaign, and this guy earned so much corruption. He had he grew hair every time he cast sleep, and like all this crazy shit that happened every time he played. And Doug thought it just got too weird and took it all away, like wiped the slate clean. And we were all really pissed because that took a lot of work. It was like 2 years of work getting that character to be that weird, and just drop of the hat, it all went.
When it's too weird for Doug, that's like
That's exceptional. I've never
Maybe it was a censorship thing, as if Doug doesn't like
He wanted us to take the game more seriously. Doug, let me say this. Doug wanted us to take the game a little more seriously than we were.
What were you doing?
This must have
It's
been the
just
early
normal
days.
shit. Okay, everybody had hooves. That happens, right? It's DCC. That's not weird.
I will say that Doug is the one that told me, and I take this to heart. Every time I run a new campaign, I can see it in him that the judge has to be the straight person if you want the game to be serious, because the players, like, that stuff will happen.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I think if it got to that point where the mechanics made it that crazy, there's just nothing you can do at that point.
But
for God's sake,
Sweet man.
Shanna has cat knees.
yeah, man.
Come on now. The cat, and they have their own little headsets when she goes on the internet.
It's so cute.
I love it.
All right.
All right. So unless you do spell burn, you get a corruption every
I'm gonna
time.
take the corruption.
All right.
I'm gonna follow a piece of advice I got years ago, which is to play any pre-gen that I ever touch like it's a stolen car. That's what we're gonna do.
Adam,
Wait, is that not supposed to be your instinct?
It's mine. Cool. So what do we do?
cast your spell. Go
Cast
make
the
your
spell
check.
first, then we'll see what happens. Okay, great. We are going to. We're going to cast force manipulation here.
All right. Force manipulation. Okay, so go ahead and give me a check.
Yeah, got that coming right here. Okay, and spells. Let's see. That's this one. Nope. 11 is my total. No, 9 is my total. So that's a failure. Sorry, guys. But we get to roll on corruption tables.
Would you still get the corruption if the spell doesn't go off?
I mean,
Yeah.
Every
I
time
think
you cast,
you should.
yeah.
Absolutely. Roll me a die 5.
Okay. That's a 2.
A 2. Okay. So small objects are knocked over around the caster by errant bolts of force energy. This effect is seldom to the caster's benefit. So from now on, your days of waiting tables are very over. Because little things are constantly getting knocked off tables and bounced around by you constantly. So yeah.
Every time he reaches for the coin, it just like goes a little further away and he's just chasing it down.
Yeah, and am I gonna use that? That's gonna be so many luck checks. So many luck checks. Everything you pick
You're
up
welcome.
glass. Ooh, thank you. 2
And also,
thumbs
Adam,
up.
I'm not even playing a spellcaster. I'm just playing a hobbit. And I've got one giant strength 18 arm. I have a rainbow lightning bolt scar down the middle of my face. And I'm covered in kind of like blue, what is it?
Electric lightning bolt.
You have the vine scars.
Blue
as if,
vines on my skin.
like someone who gets hit by lightning, they get those vine scars.
Yeah.
He has those like all down, but they look tight.
And this isn't just me like wanting to make a unique. These are all
Just
things that
stuff
happen.
that happens
in game.
diegetically in play. I know, I get
Exactly.
it. It's the way things should be.
Yep.
We're a very interesting looking crew.
Yeah, at this point, you
And I usually have a giant half clock around my
I forgot about
ball,
that.
but I don't know where that is right now.
What? Wherefore thou, Flavor Flav? Wherefore thou? All right, so the fight
Another fun story. I have one of my very good friends from college was the second contestant removed from the first season of The Flavor of Love.
My wife watched that. Lori watched that whole thing.
Yeah, so
And the
Dimples with the Z, that's my friend Margaret.
I can't wait. To tell Lori. Oh my god,
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Dimples with a Z. That's all.
Yeah.
P.S.
Look
That's
at-
gonna be the name of a monster coming up in something. Like that's gonna be my next X-Crawl dragon.
Can I draw that?
Yeah, would you draw me a dragon called Dimples with like that would be awesome. All right, so I had the funniest idea.
It's the whole thing. You're
That's the dungeon. That's the whole dungeon. Oh. Oh my, it's so funny. All right.
Oh my god, she's cute.
She's gorgeous. She's one of the most gorgeous women I've ever met in my life.
She's
also
so
6
beautiful.
feet. She's 6'2" as well. So
Flav is
she's
like
That's
3'9".
awesome.
Amazon. Yeah.
Flav is like a tiny little
Oh, yeah.
fellow. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't watch
I thought
the
I was
episode she was
tall.
in because she does not say very coherent things.
Oh.
Not very indicative of who she is.
Reality TV gives me the Fantons. So, all right. So I completely lost track of whose turn it is.
Whoever goes after me. Oh, it's
That
Jeff.
was Septus, yeah.
Yeah, it is. So it's Forrester and then Anatol. Forrester, it's your turn.
What can I attack right now? I think I'm a little lost.
All right. So it is.
You can attack Flavor Flav.
The figure that was missing somehow has dimples, I think. So
Yeah.
This is a humanoid figure there. When it leapt down off the balcony, it had this great big long chain with a hook, but that has since been snatched up by Chef Ernie.
Nice.
They keep saying all that 'cause it's hilarious. So like they're there, human skin mask with like baby doll curls, like coming out like weirdly nice baby doll curls. You know what I'm saying? Like Shirley Temple looking. Blood, twin trails of blood running down its face and down its nose. And
Perfect.
Has taken some damage.
I'm going to use my knife and my broken bottle to see if I can also pull its skin off like the orangutans did. Let's see how that works. Oh, that is a 15 and a crit.
Okay, so what is it? That's a crit on a 16. What's your total number with that 16 crit? Added.
My total number with the 16 crit would be an 18.
All right, I'm gonna just put me a luck point. It's a crit, but not an automatic hit on a 16. And this thing's got an armor class just out of that range.
No, with a halfing it should be right. Aren't they auto crit for 16?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Crits are auto hits.
Forgot halfling. All right. Go ahead. Well, not for 16 crits. It's
Not for us.
not for you knuckleheads. All right. So yes, go ahead and give me that damage, and then roll me your give me damage first, and then roll me your crit.
Did my 15 hit?
15 did not hit. No.
15 did not hit, but my crit did. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So my crit only does 1 point of damage because that was with my off arm.
Gotcha.
And that was actually in my off arm is the one that's holding the broken bottle. And you said if I critted with that, it might break.
Give me a luck check. Roll. Give me
I
a
did
luck
not
check.
think that was going to actually come up.
I didn't either.
That's why you gotta say these things, because
Yeah, I was like, it seems specific, but okay.
The bottle is fine. And I've got a 13 on crit table 3.
All right, 13. Strike breaks foe's jaw. Blood and shattered teeth ooze down the front of the foe's face mask. Inflict plus 1d8 damage. So you kind of like,
mask.
I'm picturing you kind of like give it like the spinning back fist, like catch it with like the not the jagged end, but the blunt end, hit him right across the teeth. Teeth erupt out of the front of his mask.
Love it.
Yeah, and he is all there. So what'd you get in a d8?
3 more.
Oof. All right. Still up. There you go. That's awesome. That was Forrester is Anatol. Anatol.
All right, I'm flinging the cleaver, and then I'm gonna try. Is the basement door in this room or close by?
It's not close by, but it is in this room. So if you run to the other side of the room, and the basement door is there, like you'll have to run you're like in the middle of the room here. You have to run to the west end of the room and open that door to get to the basement.
All right, I'm gonna go to. I'm not gonna. My intention isn't to really go in it yet because I just, if I run down there and there's more monsters and I don't have my stuff and they're all fighting this thing, like I don't want to run into another encounter. So, but I'm gonna run towards the door after I fling the.
All right, fling this and then run. You got it.
15 did not hit, so I'm gonna spend a point of luck to get a 19.
That's gonna hit. Whoa!
All right, and that's D4 damage, 4 points of damage.
Noosh. Outstanding. All right. Still up, but still fighting. That was awesome. And it is the top of the order, and it's time for WIgg to do something horrendous.
Oh.
And
She's on a short break. She will return momentarily.
All right. I kind of want to give. She gonna be a minute. Bio. All right. You know what? Because it's the creature's turn next. You know what I'm saying, and that might affect things.
We can pause.
You let someone else
like,
take her turn and then she takes their turn?
No, that's liver.
Brendan, do you want to tell everyone about
That's
our
how fights
special game therapy on Thursday?
Oh yeah, so this Thursday coming up, game therapy. If you are a fan of game therapy, you should absolutely tune up. They got me a special Christmas present. I have the night off from GMing. So I am going to be a player, and our own Marzio. Tim, can you pronounce his last name for me? Because you know I'm just going to mess it up.
Muscadere.
Marzio Ramuscadere. Marzio is going to run his Christmas adventure, the Doom that came to Christmas Town. I am going to play, Tim's going to play, and everybody else is going to be nobody but hype special guest. It's going to be absolutely the coolest. This is a really great adventure. Marzio is a fantastic designer. I can't wait to actually play on the game.
He's a fun GM, too. He's a fun GM.
First time. I've never had the opportunity. He's played with me, but I haven't played in his game yet, so.
Last Yukon that actually happened. I got to play with him.
Nice. This is a true story. So Marzio, I met Marzio, and he had just done or just had Destiny His Eternity come out, and he handed it to me. And he's like, "Hey, I wrote this. You want to take a look at it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I throw it in my bag, and sometimes someone will hand me a thing. It can take me anywhere from 6 months to never to read. It's I just have a lot of stuff to do, but I opened it up on the plane ride home and got so sucked in. I read it cover to cover. That is my favorite third-party funnel. It's amazing, and I recommend it highly. All right, so
There's something else happening on the 17th. I'm whispering the wrong way.
Yeah.
Tell what would that be?
On the 17th, immediately following what sounds like will be an amazing game, there will be a holiday special that Jeff and I will be hosting. Many fun guests and holiday and DCC talk. Cannot go wrong.
Is John Legend going to be on it?
Yeah, no, I can't promise that.
Grace Jones will be there singing Christmas songs.
Don't do this. Do not
If it
do
works for Pee Wee, it works for you, right?
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask her.
And we're going to meet Chewbacca's family.
Life Day, go for it.
But Itchy,
Yeah.
Krusty.
That Wookiee's name is Itchy.
Don't touch it.
Anyway,
I'm proud.
Don't touch
I'd
it.
promote a little bit.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, so everyone tune in. Really, all next Thursday. It's going to be must see DCC.
Boo.
Right. It was off the cuff. I'll work on it. Okay? All right. So, WIgg, we were stalling because it's your turn. The creature is there. It's down on the floor with all of you. You are back to full strength, dice wise. It's been disarmed, but still looks dangerous. What are you going to do?
I don't have any toes or fingers, correct?
Well, no,
You have your
not a
own.
hand.
The monkey.
No.
But the monkey guys do. So if you want to, you can spend a round.
Color spray almost worked last time, so I think I'll give it another shot.
All right,
Okay.
go for it with full D20 check on a color spray.
Okay. 17 does not hit. No.
I mean,
Oh wait,
it's,
sorry. Make one will save or be blinded for 1d4 rounds.
all right, here it goes. Oh my goodness. I have an amazing saving throw and I just flubbed it. It is blinded. Good
Excellent.
job. How many rounds is that?
Nice.
It'll be 2 rounds.
All right, and what did you actually roll on that check?
17.
Okay, cool. So there you go. So all right, so there goes that's happening. It is going to be the creature. So the creature is blind this round and is going to here's what it's going to try to do. It about knows where Ernie is, since Ernie has snatched the chain up, and it is going to make a running attack at Ernie, and is going to try to go for a flesh rend with its great big hands, just like grab you and just rip your skin. So here comes that attack roll. What's your armor class? No armor.
No armor.
Yeah,
11.
No one has any armor, man. No one has any armor.
11.
Yeah. All right. It's going to grab you and like rip some of your skin off of your chest. Just grab you and just super strong thing. So you're going to take total. Let's get 9, 3. So you're going to take a total of 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that you have got because you're the way the way your flesh was ripped. I'm going to say that 3 points of that damage is permanent until it gets magically healed.
Okay. So like a chunk of skin.
Chunk of skin. Just took a whole. Not as bad as what happened to Wiggs. You should be at -1 on spell checks. Maybe you're adding it. I just hadn't mentioned it. But not as bad as what happened to Wiggs, but it's pretty gross.
You just lost
And
a
it's-
nipple like that kid in high school that I told you guys about.
Mm-hmm. But he put it back on with some tape.
Oh, yeah.
Band-aid.
Literally just a band-aid.
I love that story. I love the idea that maybe he put it back on upside down. I mean, how would you?
I mean, you guys, everyone thinks that swimming is like non-contact and safe, and then you just shave a nipple off.
I'm trying to imagine what he said to your coach. Like, hey, coach.
So I
Funny
almost
story.
the first time I ever had shaved down for a swim meet, I almost got thrown out by the officials. They weren't going to let me swim because I was bleeding profusely from everywhere. Because I tried to shave so fast and I'm super hairy, and I looked like I had been assaulted by Edward Scissorhands in the showers, and they were like, "You can't." I'm like, "There's chlorine in the pool." Yeah, the officials almost let me they were almost going to disqualify me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Damn.
Why?
Swimming is some crazy stories. I always thought contact sports only, but that's
swimming turns out.
Very few nipple shavings in contact sports, actually.
Yeah.
That's the thing that nobody talks about.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Pirates in '78. That one time, that was really a bite. So No. All right. So Ernie, speaking of losing a nipple, Ernie, it is your turn.
So it just tore some skin for me. You know what? It's blind. What is it now? Is it even talking like Alice anymore?
No, it hasn't said anything. You heard it bellow when it was upstairs, but it hasn't been grunted and made kind of growling noises.
Okay.
Been down here. Now, whatever you're doing, it's blind, so you're rolling a d24 this round.
Okay, I'll roll that d24. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to use its chain and try to I don't know, hog tie it or some in some way, keep it from attacking with its own chain.
All right, so yeah, roll me a d24, and it's going to come down to your D die. You're going to try to wrap it up and like.
Yeah. Well, it
bind
has a hook on the end, right?
Yeah.
So that
Reach
hook will
around
just
and-
easily hook onto itself, right?
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. I've got like swinging around, try to do it right. I'm a third level warrior. I should know how to do this.
Woo!
In real life. Ooh. I got 18, 19, 20, 21 on an attack, but I did not get the deed.
All right. I will say that you were just going to do like what happens is you kind of hit it with the hook too early and it kind of rips it. So you don't hook it like you wanted to, but it will do the chain damage for this thing, which is going to be 2d6.
2d6. Okay.
It's hell. You know what? Here's the thing. It's hella heavy. I really should be docking you an attack. Like anybody else but a warrior, I'm docking an attack roll because it's way too heavy for a normal person.
I actually carry a 10-foot chain normally.
See, that's why you've been working on this one.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
It is a really good thing you got that weapon, though.
Yeah.
7 points of damage. So I
all right.
take some chunk out of it.
Yeah. So awesome. That was fantastic. It is still up.
I take a few steps back away from this thing.
All right, gotcha. All right, you sure?
Yeah, I give it some distance. I have range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll back up, say 5 feet away.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So that was awesome, and it is time for Phoebe.
Yeah, I think how are you guys doing health-wise? I know Wiggs and Ernie both just got chunks of flesh ripped out.
I think that's it for damage so far, right? It's just those two.
Are you guys good, like health-wise?
I'm good.
Okay.
You got a -1 on hit rolls and spell checks.
And and on spell checks, but I'll last. I mean, I was at full before, so.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
It's bloodied, but let's beat the hell out of it.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna actually I'm gonna cast Divine Symbol, and we're gonna go with that. 16, let's see. It's so nice to actually have a bookmarked book. I'm glad I took the time to do this. For a duration of 2d6 caster level rounds, attack with its holy symbol as if it were a magical weapon of +1 and deal 1d10 +1 damage, +2 damage against unholy creatures.
Nice.
This one's as unholy as it gets.
I like having like a little stick that does D10 +3 damage.
And it's like this big, and I'm just like.
But I'll say, like, at this point, like, once you cast that, like, now your roughly carved thing, now it kind of like burns a little on the edge of divine power. So now it has a very nicely, like, a very easy to spot, like, crescent moon, like, burned into it by moonbeams. It just came out of no place. So now it's like this is a proper holy piece of wood now. So.
All right.
Well, so that's awesome. Well done. And it is a Septus and then Forrester. Evan.
Oh, this is my turn. Okay, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. We're gonna cast another spell because it's my turn, and that's what I do. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, that's the other side of the. I got a 92, so I guess that's an 82.
82, rock and roll with an 82. Spell killer. Casting the spell steals energy from a dying world. And any use of the spell causes the death of untold thousands. Each night following the casting of the spell, the wizard is haunted by a dream communications from ancient sorcerer king, desperate to save his people.
Perfect. Well,
but it's worse than that, dude. You know what? It's Whoville.
Oh no.
It's the Who. It's the Whoville.
You know those calls are going straight to voicemail. He's in his dreams. He's like, nah, it's not my problem.
Yeah. I'll never again. No problem. Oh my
Last
God.
time
Is that guy a broken
Seriously.
record?
No. Besides, each world can only die so many times.
No, you move on to a new
really
one.
just once.
It takes a new one every time, and
Yeah.
it's Whoville, man. They're all like, it's like
I'll get really used to these, pleas for clemency at some point. But before we do, let's that's magic. That's flaming hands right there. That's what that's got to be.
All right.
I'm actually deciding what spell I'm casting based on the mercurial effect. So that's much more fun. That's much better. That's a 17.
Do you have it open or?
I will momentarily. Sorry.
No, I'll stall.
Stall. 17 is right here. Spell produces a blast of fire that burns a single target for d6 points of damage. So crap damage, but that's 4 points. It's a small price or small gain for killing a planet.
All right. So 4 points of damage. That's your 4 points of damage. So take it seriously. 4. So. All
I know
right.
I'm supposed to be the lawful one, but killing a planet, it happens.
You don't know anybody on that planet.
They could all be evil. They could all be a planet.
This Nazi planet is what it is.
None of them worship Shul, so I don't know why I'm there.
Well, this is actually the first time it's ever happened, so we don't even know who they are yet. So this is all you're not even sure. You're like,
I don't even know that they happened yet. I haven't gone to sleep. I'll find out then. I don't know yet.
All right. So we'll come back to it. But that was awesome, and that was Septis, and it is Forrester, and then Anatol. Forrester, this round it is blinded. So if you were to go for melee attacks, you're a +1 die.
All right. I would love to go with melee attack, so I'll do my 2d20s.
All right.
Where's my other d20 here? All right. I've got a that's a 9 and an 18.
At 18 is awful close.
18 is awful close.
Awful close.
It's only 1 point of damage, so I'm not going to bother.
All right. Yeah, you swipe at it. It's for being blinded, it's still like you actually hit it both times. You just don't get through its apron. And the battle is going to continue. So it is Anatol.
All right. Is there anything by me by the cellar door that I can throw?
There is, if you make a luck check, D20 roll low under your luck.
I rolled a 13 and made it by 5.
Yeah, there is a especially jagged piece of wood that is there on the ground that you can pick up and sort of pitch at this thing.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. I'll tell you what, if you move up, you moved all the way back, but if you move within 1 range increment of throwing, he's blinded, so it'll be a sneak attack.
Oh,
so
I will do. I'll totally do that. And what's the damage on it?
It's going to do a die.
You just broke up. You say die 4?
Oh, die 3.
Die 3? All right.
Yeah, it's a chunk of wood.
So I get an additional. I get a +5. So with my +5 on top of my normal attack, I get a 22 for 3 points of damage.
Nice. Okay, and then
And
give
then
me
my
that crit.
crit D14 is a 6, and I have a +3 at this point, so that's a 9.
Oh, stumbles over all limbs falling prone. It says make another attack. You don't really have another piece of wood or like anything in hand, so I will say you have knocked it prone with your hit, but you can't go again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule that you can't. But so this round, hey, it's also laying there. So take an additional +4 to hit anybody who wants to go this round before it goes, which is WIggs. What's that on your head? Oh, WIggs.
All right. I will. I'll try to hit it with my barbed wire stick.
All right, so you can roll a D24, and you can get a +4 on top of that.
D24 with the minus, but still include my
Oh yeah,
minus,
you're
right?
still -1. Yeah, you're -1.
Okay.
Your arm is bleeding, and it just hurts awful bad. You lost some muscle tissue with that.
Okay. Rolling. 15.
That included the +4. You're muted suddenly.
Yeah, you muted still.
19 total.
19 total. That hits.
All right. And that's a D4.
D4, and it's your
2 points of damage.
Whoop-ah! All right. So, and also this round. Okay, so I got something that's important. So you're over there and you bash it, okay? But something happens this round, okay? Like when it like you can see that like it should be blinded longer, but like somehow it just snaps out of being blinded. Okay, you don't know what happened, but it did. So for its attack roll, it is going to go for a surprise attack from the ground. It's going to try to punch WIggs out, like actually knock you unconscious with a knockout blow from the ground. Fighting from front, it's going to swing before it gets up. So I'm going to say I'm going to roll its D die first. So if it makes it 3 or better on the D die, I'll say it can roll D20 to hit. Nope. D16. Nope. So it throws like a punch at you, but you like block with your stick, and it does not actually connect with your head, as it has rolled garbage. This should be a way rougher monster fight, but I'm rolling just crap, and you guys are doing great. So well done, y'all. But there you go. And then it's going to first move action, then it takes its feet, and the rest of y'all can see this round that it is clearly can see now and is looking around and can scan the room. And there you go. So it's Ernie, and then Phoebe.
Should I continue to try to disable this guy and keep him from attacking us, or should I just go for damage and try to kill it? What do you guys think?
Keeping it from attacking us has been very good so far for us, I think.
How does it look so far? Does it look wobbly or does it look fine?
It's definitely taken some damage, and it's been hit a lot of times actually. But this thing seems like supernaturally tough.
Unless maybe you can like hobble it or slow it down so we can run downstairs to get our stuff.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to use this chant again and try to try to bound it up again.
Bind it up. Okay, so you're at a D20 this time for that attack roll.
D20. All right. Oh, terrible! I'm not even bother. Like it's 6. I suck.
All right. So it is going to all right, it is going to let's return still. It's y'all's turn. So it's Phoebe. Phoebe, you've now got the magic holy weapon.
Feeling very heroic, finally being in touch with Shul again. Phoebe had popped up from behind the bar. I'm gonna jump on top of the bar and then jump at it, trying to like stab it with the holy symbol. I'm pulling some warrior stuff. Yeah. Feeling very heroic today after hiding behind the bar. A little embarrassed.
I would say you can take a +1 to hit off the top ropes, but if you miss, there's gonna be some falling damage.
That's fair. Let me see. Sorry, I forgot what my bonuses were for divine symbol.
I don't know. You rolled good.
Yeah, I think I got it to 16. Yeah, my die is still at an 11.
All right. So.
All right. So +1. Ooh. 12, 13 to hit.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and call it. You need a 19 for that thing.
6 points of luck, and then an 11. Oh, I'm so tempted because it would be so good if I could. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to burn
look at you, rock star.
I'm going to burn the 6 points.
All right.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah, I will say you can go ahead and give me a damage check with that thing.
Yes. Let me find my D10. I'm not used to doing that much damage.
I know, right?
It's the lowly cleric. All right. Damage, that will be 7 points of damage. If I get a +1, 8.
Yep, you get a +1.
Okay,
so here's the thing. For the first time, it shrieks. And Phoebe, where Phoebe hit it with the holy symbol, you can see you have like burned an impression of the crescent moon holy symbol there into its arm. And it's like, like it's looking at it as if it was still on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like,
My plan was actually to like stab it into it and leave it. I don't know if I said that. I don't have a holy symbol sharp enough to do that. If it's not, I totally get it.
Yeah, a piece of wood style. I'm gonna say this one is not. I mean, maybe your regular one's got a point on it or something, but that's cool though. Still, you still definitely zapped it. So the fight is going to continue. That is awesome. That was a great move, and it is going to be Septus and then Forrester.
Well, I mean, I think it's just time to cast another spell. So let's see what spell I'm going to cast. Here's some percentile. I can't either. This is going to be exciting. That's a 32, so that's a 22.
22.
Sympathetic magic.
You gotta have
Has anybody cut any body parts off this thing yet? Someone want to do that real quick?
You want to snatch her wig?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'll tell you what, I'm not going to cast a spell because it's sympathetic magic. So I need to grab something of theirs. So yeah, we're grabbing those
Couldn't
the
you just
ponytails, the baby curls.
Just
I'm gonna jump in and grab those.
All right.
Ernie
well,
has its chain.
Yeah, but it's got to be part of it, I think, or like
okay.
I think like the chain is a thing that it owns, and the mask is a thing that
personal belonging or physical piece of its target.
cool.
just go
Well, then
run
he's
out
got
and
this
grab
chain. He's
that.
swinging it around. I'm just gonna hold on to that for a minute, and I'm running out of spells that are interesting to use right now. So we're just gonna make this be good old fashioned. The one that stupid magic users take at first level in D&D. Magic missile. That's what it's called.
I was gonna say feign death.
Yeah, that's a great one. Self-preservation magic, man. Just don't. I mean, no one ever repairs it. All right. So let's see here. All right. 18.
18. That is 1d4 missiles that deal damage equal to 1d4 plus caster level.
Nice. Cool. Okay, so it's 2 missiles. The first one is 6 points, and the second one is 7 points.
All right, that's 13 points of damage. Pew, pew. It is still up, but at this point, it looks rocked. Like it looks like it will not survive another barrage of missiles of that level. He kind of gets like knocked back by that, but he's still in this fight very much.
I let go of the chain, so I already couldn't swing it freely.
Gotcha. And speaking of which, it's Forrester.
All right, I'll do another full round of Murder Hobbit attacks. It is no longer blind, so I'm back down to my D16.
Yes, sir.
All right. Its AC is just a little too high for me. I'm trying, but no dice this time.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, he kind of fends you off as you go in for that fight. But maybe it'll make room for Anatol to do something anatomically awesome.
So I'm without weapons, so unless that thing is somewhere nearby or there's something else I can grab.
Well, there's a pile of weapons in the middle of the floor. When Phoebe dropped all those weapons that she was hiding under her gear, under her rags, so you could go over and grab a knife over there and attack with it.
I will do that. If I can grab, can I grab 2?
I will say you can grab 2, but like you're gonna need, I'm gonna give you a penalty on hitting with that because that's it's a lot going on.
All right, so I'll just focus on the 1 then.
All right. I'll say you can grab 2 this round, but you can only attack with 1.
Yeah. All right.
And get a regular attack. So.
Ooh, nat 20!
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right. Well then, first roll will be regular damage.
Yes. And then get my table back up again. Oh, I'm already on it. Look at that. All right, so damage with a knife. Gonna do 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then my crit is gonna be 9 plus 3 is a 12. He's gonna faint.
Fortitude save, DC 10
and plus
PC
so
level.
So 13 is probably gonna make it, but
yeah, we'll see. Fortitude. Oops.
You can always roll a 1.
I have been rolling just grapefruits all night. So 1 second. Here comes my fortitude. So I got everything up. 10.
I was so prepared earlier with all those knives. I was like, we're gonna need them, and now they're just in a pile on the floor.
Where we need them.
That's true. They have been pretty useful there.
Yeah. He is still up, so he is going to make that. But that's still awesome. And it's rock at this point, and it's WIgg's turn.
All right. All right. I will hit them again with my barbed wire.
Barbed wire thingy. Get it.
Barbed wire thingy. Not with a 12.
Nah. All right. So it is going to go. So this round is actually going to run over at Phoebe and go for a knockout blow on Phoebe with its full-on attack.
Pretty weak without my armor, so it'll probably do just fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a. Well, I'll tell you what. I got a. I definitely hit. But I only got a 3 on that D die. So I will say you make a fortitude save versus the damage to avoid it. So
Happy to do
I
that.
got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You take 11 points of damage, and give you a fortitude save, DC 11, or be knocked unconscious.
Modified 20.
Outstanding, outstanding. Goes over and just puts one on the chin, but like for a moment you gray out, but you like keep your feet. You're in this fight still.
That was 11 points of damage, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and it's earning.
Yikes. All right. I'm just going for damage at this point. I'm just going to try to tear it up with its own little, its own hook chain thing.
Pro tip, don't let it punch you. It kind of hurts.
Goodness. 11, 12, 13. 13 ain't gonna do nothing, is it?
13's not gonna hit it now.
God damn it.
Yeah. But it's Phoebe. It's your turn, and it's in your grill, and you got your thing still.
Yeah. Holy symbol. I have that. I rolled, by the way. It's for 11 rounds. I've used 2. And yeah, I'm gonna swing at it again. Hopefully this time I roll a little bit better. That's a 15 to hit. That's not going to do it, and I have no more luck. So, yeah, I'm going to call that one.
All right. So that is Stevie. It is Septus, and then Forrester.
Okay. So let's see here. I've got some fascinating choices I could make. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab that chain again, and we're gonna try I hate to repeat something I've just done recently, but I just think the most effective thing I've done recently was cast magic missile. So I'm going to do that again, and I got a 16. So this is a single missile that does D4 plus caster level.
Roll it up.
That is 5 points of damage.
Okay, so that missile hits it. Like it's standing right there in front of Phoebe, and Phoebe sees its eyes kind of roll back in its head. The whole thing slumps over and falls to the ground.
It's still punched pretty good for being almost dead.
Yeah.
It was hitting like a mug, so.
Nice.
Very good. Very good, team.
Let's get our stuff before the thing gets back up, if it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anybody else comes.
Sure.
Should we behead it first?
That might be smart.
Yeah, I feel like we've all gotten really good at hacking things into pieces in these past few months. So I think we should put our newfound skills to use and really just chop this thing up into little pieces.
Have we seen what's under its dead skin mask? Have we actually taken the?
Yeah, let's take that. Let's take the face.
I want to see. I'm kind of
I don't know how useful it could be, yet.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. You take the face. You take the mask off, and you can see that underneath the mask, you're looking at raw muscles and sliced up skin, where this thing must have been completely been flayed from the entire head all the way down up to around its neck, around its back, completely flayed.
Okay, I'd be cranky too if that happened.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
it's fair.
You could say if you took any of our face masks off, you would see muscle underneath.
Yeah,
I don't think that was a mask, but dibs on the wig.
Well, it's got straps. You can see in the back. It's got Velcro. Not Velcro.
Okay.
It's got
you can totally see the string.
They have invented Velcro. Suddenly
right, yeah. So describe what happens to this thing afterwards.
We chop it into itty bitty pieces and put it in with the pickled eggs and the pig's feet, and then we go get our stuff.
As much as I love that idea, do we just want to decapitate and then come back to do that? Because we don't know what's wandering.
Yeah, it might take
time. Voice of reason, yes.
I know, I'm back to my voice of reason. Don't eat that. No, we're not going to chop the body.
I'm so hungry.
My classic phrase.
I'm so hungry. All right, we'll decapitate and then.
Is it dead? Can we kill it?
Yeah, you guys cut the head off it. No problem.
All right. Check
Maybe
the door,
we take that
Tim
with us.
Anatol.
Yeah. All right. So I will best as I can without my tools. Is the cellar door locked, or do we usually have a key to it? Or
the cellar door, it's never been locked before. Cellar door does not seem to be locked.
All right, I'll give it a once over. All I can really probably do without my tools is just look in the keyhole and make sure there's no like finger or poison trap or something. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Give me a look.
I think that's 17. Let me see. What's my character sheet go? Fine
17,
trap.
So
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's a 13.
13. All right. Yeah, you kind of peek. It doesn't really even have a keyhole, but
Yeah.
it's got like a gap between two boards. You look in there, it just looks pitch dark on the other side of that door.
All right. Does anyone want to grab a lantern or some wood for a torch? And I will open the door.
The only light is this candle.
I'm gonna go over, take one of the chairs, smash it on the floor, take one of the legs, hold it over the candle, and hand it to Anatol.
Nice.
Makeshift
All right,
torch.
All right, so you're gonna go over there and before we open the door, you're gonna make a torch out of that stuff that's over there. Is that right?
Yeah. If I have to
All
use
right.
any of my rags for my clothing or whatever, to wrap around the.
No. It's well, yeah. You want to put You can find. You know what? There are enough like nasty rags and things that are back there that you can you
Cool.
can find something to tie up around the outside of this thing so that you can actually light it on fire.
All right, cool. I will do
All
that.
right. All right, cool. So you now have a makeshift torch. No problem. All right, so torch lit. We now have fire. Who's holding the torch?
I'll hold it. So if I'm gonna go down first, checking for like loose stairs, everything else, I'll hold the torch.
Gotcha. All right. You open that door up, and here is what you see. The door to the cellar opens to complete darkness, save a single shaft of light from where you cannot tell that illuminates the pleasant face of a smiling human. And she looks up at you and smiles, and she says, "Come here. Give me a willpower save."
Oh, God.
I don't want to come here. 4.
Got a 4? All right.
Yes.
So you take a few steps forward. Now, here's what happens. You all remember there being stairs down to the basement, but Anatol takes one step and clearly just falls into darkness. So,
Can I grab him?
I would say 2 things. First, give me a luck check to be close enough.
Damn it.
I still have my automatic luck save. Can I use that?
I rolled my luck. Exactly.
If Haley, you made it exactly, so we'll say you can save that for now, because all right, and then give me an easy attack roll. Say hit normal class 10 to grab Anatol before he goes to the other side. Yeah. So instead, the other thing happens. All right, Anatol takes a step and just falls. And like I was saying, you remember there being stairs there, like going down to the basement. There are clearly no stairs there. And you just fall down here, and you take 4 points of damage and just eat it there on the concrete floor. And you are, however, even still, you are charmed. And you are going to be charmed for some time.
There goes our torch.
Yeah.
Oh, and the torch is down there too. And also, as soon as the torch
I can
passes
see
through the
the
plane of dark,
darkness.
yeah, as soon as that torch passes through the plane of darkness, you can no longer see any light coming up from the torch. It's still completely dark. You hear Anatol hit, boosh. You still see that face, and it kind of like looks down, and then looks back up at you, still smiling, like hello. And that is what we see. So let us go ahead and roll initiative.
Damn it.
Guys, I think Anatol tripped. Someone should try and go down the stairs next.
I wouldn't call that a trip, but
13.
Hold on. 1 second. So, all right, you got a 13? Is that right? For
Yep.
For WIggs?
Yep.
All right, WIggs on a 13. And then what'd you get for Anatol?
7.
7 for Anatol.
Septus has a 4.
That just on a rock and roll 4. All
12
right,
for Ernie.
12 for Ernie.
12 for Phoebe as well. I'm going to assume Ernie goes first.
Okay, 12 Phoebe.
And a total waste of a nat 20, but I have a 21.
Hey, but you know what though? That could be
You
key
go
this
first.
round. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that is what you see. So, Forrester, you clearly go first. You are ready to jump up and get into some action. So, I should have, missed opportunity. No. I should have said, you can still use. I should have given Haley a chance to use her any make luck check in order to do that.
That's all right. It's good.
Yeah. Wait, I figured WIggs made it, which means she was there, which means I wasn't.
Was in the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Only so many people can line up in front of a door, right?
Only so many people. You know what I'm saying?
Only to roll a 1.
All right. Oh, you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Did she go with him?
Oh man, you shouldn't have said.
In the interest of honesty.
Yeah, give me a.
I just assumed that I kind of pushed you in by accident.
Yeah, give me a reflex check for WIggs. Reflex
Oh,
save,
no.
just tell what you get.
Teacher, we didn't get any homework.
Can I just millhouse all over that?
Yeah.
17.
17 though. For a moment, actually, you know what? It's going to work to your favor because here's what happens. You nearly fall down into the darkness, okay? But you don't. You manage to keep your feet. But when your head passes through the plane of the door for a moment there, you can see in the basement, okay? And you can see by the light of the torch that Anatole has dropped because he's laying there. All right, and here is what you see down there. The cellar smells like the rich soil of a cemetery. There are several crates stacked up against the east wall. There's a rough-hewn tunnel in the north wall of the cellar. And then the creature that you actually can see. So when you were outside the door, you could only see the creature's face, just like an oval of face there. But now that as you pass through the darkness there, you can actually see the whole creature for a moment there. And what you see is this is what she looks like. All right, so okay, so from the waist up, she's a humanoid snake hybrid. She clearly has like her face is completely normal human, and she's got long like black hair, but she's got from the waist up, she has got like a humanoid body, but she's completely covered in scales all over. From the waist down, she's just a writhing mass of headless snakes, all ending in bleeding stumps. She's wearing jewelry. But then, like, you sort of recover so you don't fall down. And once you like stop breaking the plane of the door there, it's once again, it's pure darkness and you can only see her face.
All right, I'll tell the rest of the party what I saw.
Yeah, you give me the quick version.
Yeah.
The snake lady.
Did you see a way down?
Gravity.
Yeah, it looks like it's a straight drop down. You didn't see any way down there.
About how far down?
About 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and leap down there. And my goal is, am I able to attack at the face as I leap down?
Yes, you can leap far enough to jump down there. And if you miss, you're gonna take some damage. If you hit, I'll say you kind of bounce off of her body and not take damage.
Cool. Okay, that is, oh God. That's a 6 and a 9.
6 and a 9. Yeah. Remember that whole damage thing I was talking about on a miss?
Was I even a little bit close with a 9?
Were you even a little bit close with the 9?
Would a 13 hit?
A 15 would hit.
Okay, that's more than I want to spend. Okay, so take some damage.
All right. Yeah. So you bounce off and take 5 points of damage.
5. Okay.
All right. So it is actually WIggs, and then the creature goes. So WIggs, it is your turn. You saw Forrester jump in, and like you kind of hear him hit the ground, and the creature like looks down for a moment, like wow, and it is still looking down at presumably Forrester there on the ground.
I don't have any kind of melee weapon, do I?
You have a stick wrapped up with barbed wire.
Can I use it like a spear?
You can kind of chunk it, and it's not like it's too short for it's imagine like a truncheon, but you can throw it.
If I take a running leap, can I land on the monster or where I thought?
If you hit, yes. If you fail, you're going to take damage, and we're going to get some luck checks and possibly
So
land
much damage.
on
All
Mr.
right,
Forrester Long Branch.
I'm gonna do it. I'll make
All
up
right.
for my previous misdeeds.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
You can go ahead and give me an
Wait for
attack
me.
check. All right.
17 with my -1.
That is a hit with the -1. So you jump through and like kind of like wah kamikaze and land and like bank off there and can do some damage. So go ahead
and 1 point of damage.
all right.
Bink.
I mean, you know what though? But you don't take any damage, so you sort of slide down her, and you're in her face, and she's like, I'm gonna cut you to death slowly for that. Slowly. She says, and smiling all the while. It is actually her turn. So as a free action, she yells over to Anatol and she says, grab the little one and hold him for me. But it's not your turn yet, so but you will be doing that as you are charmed. And then she is going to try to bite. She's going to try to bite WIggs. Here comes that bite attack. Yeah, that's going to be a dirty 20. So you're going to take 3 points of damage, and please give me a saving throw, a fortitude save.
Okay. 14.
Good. You can when she bites you, like for a moment, you can see that she's got like long, like snake teeth, and she definitely gets you. But you can feel the wound burning a little bit, but you resist the poison. You are able to not take any poison damage from that.
But don't worry, she gets you, man. She gets you.
That was awesome, and it is Phoebe.
Should
That
be
my
me.
space key doesn't work. Oh yeah, I believe Ernie.
Oh,
was
sorry,
first.
Ernie. I'm sorry. I got y'all reversed. Both of y'all go on 12, but Ernie goes first.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and join the fray since I saw everybody just jumping at that face. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna do the same thing. I still got the little chain hook thing.
Yeah.
I'm going in there. I'm gonna jump in. So I have to roll something first. For the jump,
You
or
can
just
make
attack.
the jump. Yeah, just attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the attack.
You are going to be. You'll do damage. If you miss,
The worst.
we're going to get into some landing on WIggs action.
15.
Total of 15 is double checking. 1 moment, please. 15 is a hit.
Yes. Sweet. So 9 points of damage.
Wow.
9 points.
Get
of
it.
Damage. That's fantastic.
I guess that's it.
All right.
Can't think of
And you
anything
kinda
else to do.
You don't take any damage, and you land there over there next to it. So it is Anatol.
Do
Anatol,
I see our shit? Do I see our stuff in the room?
You see some crates in the one side of the room.
Okay.
Phoebe actually goes next.
Is any of them like extra long?
I did it again. They're just crates. Like there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's an array of them. You know what I'm saying? So, all right.
How's she
you're
looking?
Right, it is. I mean, that was a big hit. Like she's tough and clearly some kind of demon thing, but like that rocked her a little bit, and she's like reeling. So.
Right.
Demon, you
She wants a
say?
parlay.
We'll see. Go young Skatch. What's Phoebe gonna do this round?
Demon, you say? Her holy symbol is
do.
still quite divine. So
Yeah, this
she's
is like
gonna-
2 rounds later. So
yeah, so she's gonna take a running jump and stab with the holy symbol or hit with the little
Alright,
stick, whatever
do it.
works. Ooh, 18 on the die. It's a +1. So I'm gonna assume that'll hit.
this would be the greatest wrestling match ever. Like in the center of the ring is King Kong Bundy, and then one at a time, every wrestler in the world just jumps down at them and such. So that's totally going to be a hit, and this is clearly an unholy creature. So add your all the extra damage.
Yeah, I got
unholy.
double check because it's been a second. That's an 8 on the
honestly, it's 2
die. Plus 1
2?
damage. Plus 2 for unholy, so plus 3 damage total. So it's 11 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and she screamed, all of her pleasant and sweet demeanor totally lost now that she has made contact with that thing. She shrieks, ah! But is still up and in this fight. And there you go. So that was awesome. So what is Anatol? Anatol, you're fixing a grapple forester. So go ahead and both of y'all give me a strength check.
I'm going to lose that one, I think. Well, I rolled a 17.
I got a 16, but I'm going to go ahead and spend a luck point to make that an 18.
Well,
right.
you get a 16 total, Jeff, or just the, or did you roll a 16 on the die?
I rolled a 13 on the die,
okay.
and I get a plus 3 because of my strength, makes me 16, and I just spent a luck to make it 18.
All right. So Anatol goes over there to grab Forrester. Forrester stiff arms him and just shoves you off there and steps you back a few feet. All right. That was awesome. And it's Septus.
Well, let's see here. I'm almost out of new spells.
It's a set of, if you jump from the top rope and hit her, then I get a set of steak knives. So I'm just saying, think of Christmas, okay? We get that.
Something about Septus tells me that jumping into the darkness is not a thing that he's gonna want to do. That having been said,
Did the wizard part clue you in on that, or?
Yeah, a little bit. 9 hit points. That'll do it, But
Yeah, you could probably stay up in the doorway and chuck spells.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Just kind of lean in and.
You gotta kind of lean in, yeah.
Here comes some feather.
Okay, so go ahead.
No. Tell me what you need.
No, I do not. I was going to say something. I realized how little time.
All right, we're gonna kill another planet and cast Flaming Hands.
All right, do it.
Spell produces a blast of fire that burns a single target within range for 1d6. So
right.
4 points of damage again. That's how much a world is worth to me, people. 4 points of damage.
All right. Septus fires a mighty blast of fire down upon it. Takes damage. Let me take a look. But the fight is going to continue. I got no fire immunity. Terrible demon. All right. So you know what though? It's Forrester. It is your turn. You did not get grabbed this round, so you can do something.
Is she within reach, or is she out of reach now?
Yeah, she's in melee range with you without making a move.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm not worried about Anatol. I'm just going to keep attacking her.
Go for it.
And no, my dice do not like me tonight.
All right, that I was going to miss. So it is WIggs. WIggs, you are right there.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep walloping her.
All right, go for it.
18.
18.
And 4 points of damage.
4 points. That's fantastic.
4 points.
So at this point, .4 points of damage. You can see that you wallop her upside the head. She kind of reels over. You can see she is not gonna be able to survive another blow of that level. But it is her turn. She yells at Anatol, kill them. Hell, defend me by slaying them. Then she's going to once again try to bite. I'm actually most scared of Ernie this round. So Ernie's fixing to get bit. So here comes attack roll. That is going to be a way high number. So you are going to be bit, and you are going to take the low damage of 196. You take 5 points of damage, and go ahead and give me that fortitude save, please.
Wait, what fortitude save?
This fortitude save, DC 12, I think. That
did not make it. Did not make it.
It's also a 13. I looked it up wrong. All right. You are paralyzed for you don't know how long.
have a spell for that. Don't worry.
So bites. Ernie.
I can't
Ernie
feel
kind of
my
like
legs.
yeah. Ernie, you get rigid and you sort of fall over. But it's Phoebe's turn.
I'll take care of that in a minute. Actually, I'm gonna try and push the holy symbol in.
All right,
for
do
her.
that.
Sorry, Ernie.
It's fine.
That's a 19 on the die,
Boom, that's a big old hit. Give me some damage.
which will be 9 points of damage.
Yep, you hit her with that, and she shrieks. And for a moment, like her body kind of like catches up in holy fire, and she's like, "But we were having so much fun!" And she just flames up in front of you, and just burns up to a crisp, incinerated by holy fire. Incinerated, y'all. Look it up.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Incinerated.
That's like she got burned.
So how you get turned into a cinder? Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
You know, I
We
kind
know
of
how it
like that
works.
word more than the actual one.
Yeah, it makes a
Incinerated.
little more sense.
Right?
Doesn't it?
I call the Emperor Lance after I get incinerated.
Aww.
All right. There you go. So she is dead. So now you have a chance to look around this room, actually. So here is what you see. Here is.
I assume, Brendan, that when she gets incinerated, my charm effect ends.
Oh yeah, your charm. Yeah, your charm wears off. Okay.
Your charm gets incinerated too.
Yeah.
What about my paralysis, or was that? Or is that?
Yeah.
No, your paralysis. You were paralyzed for a
Okay.
while.
Can't feel my legs, guys.
I'll head over.
You think you have problems? You should talk to those two worlds I just destroyed.
Oh man.
But they have no problems anymore.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like you solved
I'm a
their
problem
problems.
solver.
Pretty sure God
No.
would be pissed.
There's
I feel
no
like-
famine. There's no disease.
Yeah.
No one goes
Okay,
hungry.
Thanos.
Just a saint.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like 2020 is our world. Like, so there's some wizard out there casting
Yeah.
spells, and 2020
Yeah, some
is
wizard just fucked up.
progressively getting worse.
Yes.
Doing 3 points of damage with a flaming hand.
Yeah,
That was
and
totally
then
worth it.
like plague, and then
You obviously didn't see the craft.
You know, it kind of holds up.
it makes a little bit too much sense.
Right.
Can I attempt to fix the paralysis on?
Yep. You can do a lay on hands. I think it's 3 dice.
Oh, I was gonna say I have cure paralysis the spell. but
Or you can cast
three
pure
dice.
paralysis. You can do that. That's how
right.
you have it.
easier.
Hey, if you, how often do you get a chance to bust out cure paralysis? Bust it out.
Right.
And Wiggs and I
Every
both
time
have
someone's
wounds.
paralyzed.
All right, that is a 18. So one creature touched is immediately and permanently cured of paralysis.
Sweet.
So
Does that mean
that's
you can never
fixed.
get it again, or you're
Yeah,
just
is
like
that-
holy?
Clearly, that's what that means. Yes, you're right.
Immune
That's
to
it.
paralysis.
Forever goes both ways, people.
Oh my god! Or wait, no, your foot never falls asleep.
Ever again.
Never
Never.
get stage
Look,
fright.
that would be
You know what I'm
amazing.
saying?
I would use that spell way too much.
Yeah.
Same.
You'll never freeze up in a job interview.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
live in one. I'm saying. Permanently, baby.
All right, should I heal you guys now while we have a minute?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Wiggs and I both have wounds that need to be healed separately, I think. I don't know how that
All
works.
right.
Yeah. So okay,
And
it's
then
gonna
I
take
need a
2.
bunch of hit points.
Yeah, it will take 2 dice to cure Wiggs's, like, not to cure any hit points, but just to cure that skin
The
missing.
negative
That's
1.
2, yeah, 2 dice for that. But actually, Ernie just took a crit, so once you're back up to your hit points, that'll go away.
Okay.
Just with the crits.
Okay. So I'm gonna focus on Wiggs first, then we'll hit Ernie, and then I need some because I got punched in the face hard earlier.
If I put a strip of that snake skin on my arm, will that scar like seal with the snake skin?
It better. We're gonna
Like,
find
because
out.
that would look really cool.
So cool.
You know, if not, you can just wrap it around and be
Your
like,
body might
just tell
reject
everybody.
it. It might look
Yeah,
funny.
you don't, it would take some real nasty magic, and like the Shul is not going for
Yeah,
that. You know
sure.
what I'm
Probably
saying?
not.
Okay, never
we
mind.
are
Never
we
mind.
are pure over here.
What does that even mean?
Depending on alignment, it is 2 or 3 dice. So
I am neutral.
all right, so yeah, 2 dice, which I think fixes the -1. Okay.
Yeah, so that you don't get any hit points back, but you lose that -1 on spell casting and
Excellent.
attack rolls.
All right,
Thank
next we're
you.
gonna hit Ernie. This is just straight healing, right? That is a 15. So, and your alignment, Ernie, is neutral.
Neutral.
All right, 2 dice.
2 dice.
And now I'm gonna heal myself a little bit because like I said, got punched real hard.
Physician
And
heal
if
thy
possible, I would
sickness.
love a heal after you're done with yourself.
Got it. All right, that was a 13 for me. 2
Full heal.
dice. I'll roll that. I'll roll my healing later. 1 for Forrester.
Thank you.
That is a 17. I believe
Excellent
you're
work.
lawful, so 3 dice. I can't believe this die is doing this well. I'm waiting for
He will
it.
betray you inevitably. It's going to happen.
Thank
Chris,
you.
you're sudden but
You're
enough.
on fire. You know, the universe owes you some.
A little bit. After
Like-
all I've been through.
A lot.
All right. So, is everyone healed? Is fixing to get healed? Oh, wait, you do Forrester?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
back up.
All right, cool. All right. So yeah, so there is a 3-foot wide tunnel leading out of this room. Is the only thing out of here that you see. And
Oh,
there
the crates.
There are several crates. Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking for our stuff.
We got to find these fingers. They're in here somewhere.
All right. So you guys.
I'm still down 9 hit points.
I can attempt to take care of that.
Thank you. I
No
hope this isn't the thing that brings you disfavor.
If it is, no, it's a 19 on the die, so
Yeah, thank you.
so 4 dice.
Thank you. All right, that brings me back to full.
Jules on our side today.
For real.
Yes.
Must be
She got
place.
lonely,
She missed me.
like
She
with no
missed me,
worshipers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
her
like-
favorite cleric. So it's just
Welcome
like-
back into the fold. You're probably like one of her highest level clerics. You know what I'm saying?
She missed me. What can I say?
All right. So what do we do?
We're
For our
looting.
stuff,
We're looking for our
man.
stuff.
Looting, yeah.
We're going
Alright,
through
so,
the
Doing
crates.
our own stuff.
Are we gonna? What are we gonna loot first?
We're gonna ask Anatol to check and look for us.
All right.
Yeah,
The
so
first thing I'm going to loot is that rod of resurrection.
Yeah. I was about to just break open a crate. I'm like, oh, wait a moment. I look over at Anatol.
no, because I think these crates, if they're trapped with anything, there might be something living inside or behind them. So I'm gonna like hit each one and like listen for like
Boom.
animal
Yeah.
scurrying sounds or.
You bonk them all, and nothing happens.
All right. Did you have a pry bar or something, Ernie, or were you
I don't.
or were
I
you
think
just gonna
we're
muscle that?
I think we're just hitting
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
with sticks at this point.
Oh, you're muted.
Some of those are wrapped in barbed wire.
I have my chef's
Yeah, you
knife.
can use my barbed wire stick if you want, like
No,
as
I
a
got a
leverage
chef. I got a
point.
Yeah,
chef's
the-
If
knife.
you really
the
want
chef's
the
knife.
remnants of the crate to stick to the stick, that's the way to do it.
The chef knife works out perfectly.
like cotton
you kinda
candy.
slide it inside and use it to lever them open. So you get these crates open pretty quickly, and yeah, sure enough, inside is all of your stuff. I take it back. Inside is most of your stuff. We get our gear back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you go ahead and go through your stuff. Each one of you finds something missing out of your items. Okay. So Forrester, you find everything in there of yours except for Quendy's luck token that she gave you.
Hey,
Anatol, you find everything in there except for that length of cloth from Prince Ashart's cloak that you would be carrying around. Phoebe, your holy symbol is not there.
She will give me strength.
Yeah. WIggs, your blood bowl is not inside there. And Ernie, all your stuff is there except for your fancy green hat. And you were a minute late, Adam. So one of your cool things is missing. But like, what do you have on your equipment list? Read it down for me real quick.
The cool things or just everything that's
Just
on
the
there?
cool, the weapons.
I'm gonna because there's a bag of fingers. That's pretty cool. There are 3 vials of different color liquids. A brazier, that might be cool, but it doesn't really say enough for me to be interested. A copperlight club, which I think is pretty cool.
Club.
And then the Emerald Enchanter's spellbook.
That's what's missing. The Emerald Enchanter spellbook is gone from there.
I love that that's the one you waited to list off last. Like most likely option. And you're like, I'm gonna list that.
I'm reading for suspense, Haley. This is how you do it. You always save the best thing for
You're
last,
so
because
right,
if they
you're so right.
stop you before then, you'd be like, okay, great, no problem. Mhm.
So,
I totally want the washer and dryer behind door number 2.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Game show
all of your
logic.
stuff- all of your stuff is back except for those couple of items. So there you go.
Where's yeah, I'm like rummaging through, and you can tell I'm getting all frustrated. It's like, my hat. Where's my hat? Where's my hat?
All right. Are we looting anything else?
There's
Wait,
other
what
more
else?
Are there
crates.
other things to
There's more
loot?
to loot, yeah.
Oh, is this our first game? I got dead body over here. Jewelry.
You're looting the body.
Right.
Yeah.
Wiggs, do you
Oh,
wanna
can
get
we
a
use her
person is
fangs
seems
as
like-
weapons?
Marauding demonish, and those don't often even have clothes.
Oh, I thought she
I would
burnt
like-
up into a
Her
cinder.
body, she burned into a cinder, but there's stuff left in the ashes.
Yeah, she
And the jewelry
incinerated.
had on-
I forgot.
She
Yeah,
incinerated.
she doesn't have stuff anymore. It's-
No, she does. Left behind, you see that there is a couple of things. She has got a necklace and 2 bracelets of like gold and silver with covered in gems.
No one
and
touched.
gorgeous things. But also in there is a jeweled straight razor.
Again, no one touch. I will cast Detect Evil before anyone touch.
And then we get to touch it
Go
because
ahead
it is
and
evil.
give me that check for technical.
We're making sure that it's evil before we start touching it.
Yes,
That's a good idea.
obviously. All right, that is a 21.
I got you. You're good.
Evil.
All right, so here's the deal, okay? First off, capital evil, this whole place. Any direction you look, there's evil there and such. All of the jewelry is evil as all get out, but the straight razor doesn't register.
All right. Well, you're obviously going to have to entrust the jewelry to me because no one can be trusted with this many evil artifacts like
I
this.
have not told anyone what isn't and is yet. That's for me
I
to know.
hope
Well,
the
then when you do, that is-
razor just makes your beard grow.
Everyone's waiting, and I'm gonna take one of the bags we have and pick it up like you would pick up a dog's left behind into the bag, and I'm gonna say no one touch.
Can I see that straight razor? It looks really nice.
That you can touch, all yours. And then I'll leave them to do their thing.
All right, yeah, that jeweled straight razor. I mean, it's like it's like a cutthroat razor, but it's got like just these giant, big old sparklies all down the side. They're not incredible. It's a nice piece, all things considered.
Does
And,
it look? I mean, obviously, it's probably not great for fighting, but does it look good for like slitting throats?
oh yeah, big time. Yeah, it'll do. I mean, you could do some damage if you had to. It'll do die 3 damage.
What did the snake woman ask Anatole to do before we killed her? Like grab the young one?
Kill everyone, she said.
Well, she
Kill
wanted me to.
everybody.
Oh,
She
okay,
wanted me to
never
grab Forrester.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah, that was-
maybe she was hiding like a snake baby in one of the nests.
No, but there is a
She
pass.
said
There is
get
a
the little
pacifier.
one, and I'm the little one.
Okay.
I can
I
see
don't
how
think
you
of
would
you
make-
as the little one because you're not half of anything.
I'm
But
a
see,
hobbit.
she was not cool though. She was just being rude. So
Okay.
all right.
Wiggs, don't you have like a secret door sense? Do you want to see?
I do.
There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel leading out of here.
But is there also a secret door?
All right, go ahead and give me a check. D20, add your intelligence mod.
You discover that tunnel
Uh.
secretly has a door.
6.
That's
It's 6. I
you got a
think I
6?
see the. Yeah.
Yeah. You look around. You do not find any secret doors. You actually you'd add +4 to that, which I've been doing wrong. But yeah, you do not find any secret doors leading out of this room.
I just find a regular door. But I'm really proud of it. Hey,
Which is like, I
look, you
found it.
guys.
Found the way out.
I will say this: in searching around, you can see that underneath the door that leads out of here, there are handholds that will let you
Oh,
climb up the top.
we could have used those before.
Had we but searched or known or whatever. So.
I think we all just chose diving as the right option.
I mean,
It's
it was
clearly the
very
right option.
dramatic. We should
I'm
get
also
full
at the
points
top
for that.
still, so
I wouldn't have known.
It was awesome. So listen, this is a really good stopping point. So we'll go ahead and stop here for the week. But hey, if you're watching from home, thank you very much for being here tonight with us on Goodman Games Official. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button so you'll be alerted as soon as we get any thingies. I really try to memorize this when I can. Like and subscribe and hit the bell button, and then you'll be subscribed to us, and we'll send you a notification when new things come up from Goodman Games, and we'd love to have you part of our gang and watching. Thank you for everybody who tuned in, and thank you all for supporting DCC and gaming in general. And thanks for our very special guest, Adam.
hey, everybody. Thanks, everybody. It was great being here.
I'll say his last name too, Brendan, since you can't. Our friend
can't-
Adam
Muskowitz.
Muskevich.
I am amazed to be in company of people who bothered to learn how to say my name. No one is that. No,
Yeah.
I'm not that fortunate most of the time, and thank you all.
How long did it take Kate to learn your new name or your name?
Surprisingly short. The thing that she actually okay, so fun story real quick. When we started dating, we worked together and she had to check that I gave her a real phone number, that my actual phone number, because my phone number sounds fake as hell. Like it's one of those numbers where like the area code is repeated inside the phone number. So like that can't be real, right? Like it was like all like 3 numbers.
His number's 555. No.
It was one of those things. Yeah.
1877 cars for kids.
Yeah.
It was great being here. Thanks, guys.
Great.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you,
Adam.
very much.
Yeah,
And
I'll
you
join you
Thursday
anytime
for
you need.
BCC
Just let me know.
Christmas.
Love to. Thanks. Appreciate you. And we'll see everybody next time on Blades Against Bandwidth.
Good night.